Yeah, all thanks to yours truly. I put in. I don't know how these videos get uploaded magically. Who does the work? But I think it's my stand that does it because I'm putting in the effort for.
That's your stand.
The ideas.
Editor.
Yeah, exactly.
Editor.
It's like Joseph's stand with the fucking vines and the camera, except specifically for YouTube videos.
Topic, man.
All right, so one topic that I was gonna say before I brought up the other thing we were talking about was if you could have one side character's power set from a series, including weaknesses. But side character, not deuteragonist, not secondary main character. So no Sasuke, you know.
Is this just anime?
Any series, and then we can start limiting it. We can start limiting it at a certain point. Gojo would be my first choice probably because not being able to be touched is pretty cool. If I don't want to be.
Does it have to be a side? Do villains count as side characters?
I would say if they're not the main villain.
Yeah, if they're not the main.
Like, okay, Hidan from like Naruto, the fucking guy with the immortality face paint, he's a side character.
I think the blonde dude in the Phantom Troop who can control other people.
Oh, his is
that
pretty cool.
power would be sick.
I also think the blonde.
Inability would kind
That's
of be
true.
sick.
I think the blonde dude who literally just swings his arm over and over, and it unlimitedly gets stronger the longer he just rotates it. Yeah, that's also pretty good.
Is he blonde?
He is blonde.
I
think his name is Finks.
I would love Law's ability if I could use it.
Yeah, see, I'm not a surgeon. I've had a lot of surgeries, but I'm not a surgeon, so I can't use an ability that requires me to have medical knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh,
so much you can do.
Actually, Vanessa's power from Black Clover, the ability to change reality, to change fate, that's crazy.
That is crazy cracked,
Crazy.
actually.
And especially if she practiced it more and she could use it for more than just stopping death.
That's true.
Even though stopping death
Is also a pretty cracked ability.
And it's just always active.
But-
That's insane.
But remember, I also said weaknesses, so for you two as well, if you pick a devil fruit, you also cannot swim.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes sense. Vanessa doesn't have any weaknesses.
That's true.
And she's got her cool string abilities too.
She does have that too.
I just like the concept of string abilities in pretty much any anime I watch. Like in Akame ga Kill, the green-haired guy has.
I think
strings, and that's
I could end up.
Well, then you'd like Doflamingo.
I think I struggle with this because one, I created the question. I didn't really think of my own answer.
Good job.
I thought about letting you guys cycle through first while I'm thinking of my own response to my own question.
Yeah. So.
As you do.
Yeah, mine would probably be either Vanessa's or the blonde guy from Hunter x Hunter that can control people.
And go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and go Super Saiyan, and that just seems like a very useful ability. What about you, Josh?
I probably would pick, if I had to, probably,
My brain is just scrambling, serious.
Yeah, my brain's scrambling too, for, like, not main villains.
Trying to think of my favorite side characters.
Okay. Their personality doesn't really have to do with this. You just gotta pick the coolest looking power.
The one that you can make kind of your own too, and you think you could work well with.
And it would have to be practical for the real world. If you just pick a badass god tier power, it's like, what are you gonna use that for?
Yeah, world domination, like.
World domination?
Yes, but still.
Oh, like Killua.
But Killua's he said no, like, other main
Sasuke.
character. No Sasuke.
Yeah, no
He's the Sasuke
no
of
like
the series.
a main character if they weren't the main, which also I think kind of excludes Kurapika based off the manga, where he also is now the main character of an arc.
This is a whole arc.
They should
just
restricted
Yeah, they're so restricted.
to the Phantom Troop. They don't exist.
Out as a main villain.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't do anything.
He's like the arch
The
nemesis,
first arc, especially.
and he's also the arch nemesis of like Gon. So I would
Yeah.
argue, yeah,
You
probably.
couldn't take King's power.
Now I would argue Killua's brother.
King's power would be crazy.
Would argue Killua's.
What about Netero?
Netero's a side character.
Yeah, Netero's a side character.
Character, and he's fucking.
But do you
Not
think?
know what to do with his power?
But
it's just
but do
like
you also
punch
think
card.
you would be
God mode.
good with it though? Because the only reason he's as good with it is because he can clap his hands in less than a second.
The debt guy?
Oh, who?
Hunter
Could,
x Hunter?
yeah, but it's not useful though in the real world.
Yeah,
I feel like it could be.
it could be.
The guy that takes your nin through compound interest. If you're the only one with superpowers, whose nin are you taking?
Everyone has net.
Oh, that's true. Everyone does.
Yeah, but they also, assuming you're the only one that got actual powers, you're not like fighting another person with nin.
Okay.
even though it is one of the coolest powers for that system.
Okay, so for Seven Deadly Sins, does Bond's power count? Does Bond count as a side or main side character? Because he's Meliodas' best friend, but
That is tough.
because the ability to steal anything,
It's tough with the Sins because they all get such an insane amount of screen time.
Dude.
they're all the main characters.
King?
Yeah.
Meliodas
King?
the
Is that
main
his
character.
name?
King, yeah, that's
Dude,
the fairy.
Gets insanely cracked. Yeah, I like King a lot.
Bond's ability, one, anytime you fought, you could never die, and anytime you fought anyone, you would always win because you just slowly make them weaker as you grow stronger.
What if I picked Escanor's ability just so that way I could come off like a pompous asshole every time I fight
Yeah, but
someone?
then it's at nighttime, you're just a little weak bitch boy who anyone can dick
Yeah,
on.
but that's just kind of like real life anyways compared to superpowered people. Like, I kind of just get my ass kicked by other superpowered people.
Dragon Ball.
I mean, picking a Dragon Ball side character is kind of just giving yourself Superman level powers, you know?
You can just flatten Earth if you wanted to.
Especially if you picked like fucking Piccolo after the new movie.
You could just... Beerus isn't a main character. You could just pick Beerus.
I mean, that's also very true. You could just Hakai people.
Beast.
Yeah, you could just become
Pick
God.
Zeno.
Picking Zeno, I don't think I would enjoy being alive with that much power.
He's the main villain of the tournament arc.
No, I think the main villain is...
He's erasing all.
No, I think the main villain is Jiren.
You think so?
Yeah, he is the one that they actually fight. He's the one that turns evil last minute. Has a sad backstory with no named characters and vague silhouettes that is so generic that it's painfully boring. Yeah, Jiren, I think, is the main villain of that arc. And, like, Hit is the main villain of the tournament 6-7 tournament,
Yeah.
you know. I think Kites could be pretty cool.
I love Kite.
Because no matter what you get, it will be strong because of the gamble.
It is
I'm
just
not
a
huge
gamble.
fan of his ability.
But also, he did say, and there was proof that they said that Kite is the type wherein if his ability deems it absolutely necessary, it will give him one special weapon, which is probably the weapon that allowed him to like reincarnate into the little girl in the Ant arc. So it's like you kind of do get to keep living.
Weird ability to... I don't know. I wouldn't pick that
Mustang?
personally out of that.
Yeah.
But here's the
I-
only
I
thing with
like
alchemy.
Mustangs, but-
Here's the only thing with alchemy. Are we including the character's intelligence in their power set if it's not super intelligence and they're just like mathematically just pretty smart? Because I don't think so, and that means that like Law's ability, I cannot do alchemy because I don't know math like that.
Yeah,
On
do you-
that
do
level.
you get the gloves?
Kakashi.
Do you just get the ability to do alchemy, or do you also get Mustang's gloves? Because his gloves are what allow him to
Yeah, but I would say...
his other gloves are allowing him to make what
But I don't know if I would say that's a power set. It's like saying, you know, oh, I choose Batman. I get his $100 billion, bro. I get his gazillion V-Bucks. Like, don't think that's a power. I think that's just me
That is
asking to be
Batman.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
That is Batman's power.
Like, I think if you wanted Batman's power set, I would say he probably does have, like, super intelligence on a level that
He
probably
is
would
the
start...
second smartest human in the DC universe.
I would probably consider it a superpower with his level of intelligence. The ability to prep for fighting gods and probably have them be fairly foolproof plans, too. It's pretty correct.
I'm trying to think of something nutty.
I'm not going to say Sinbad from Magi because he is a
That-
main character
He is the main character.
He is the main character of one of his of the series.
of the series.
of a series.
series.
And in his own series, he does become a main character. At the end of the manga, becomes a main character.
Kakashi's side, but he's still
Yeah,
pretty
Kakashi's
main.
crazy.
Yeah, but it's like Gojo. If you Gojo is also a tough pick because he is kind of one of the main characters.
The main character.
Gojo, and in the new arc
Be honest, are you
especially.
watching the show for Itadori or Gojo?
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching to see the new Kakashi go off.
Better Kakashi even.
Actually, probably. It's something about the silver hair mentors, bro. They go kind of hard in anime. I did say from any sort of fiction, so you could also choose like a video game as well. You know, like I don't know, fucking.
There's not really many side characters.
I mean, you could just choose one of the side gods from like Hades or some shit.
Oh, yeah, but then you're just God.
That's true, but it is probably some of the strongest powers you could get.
Yeah, it is technically a side character. Do you only get their in-game powers though? Only
Oh.
the blessings that they can give you?
That would suck. That would
'Cause
suck,
then
wouldn't it?
if you choose like one of them, you only get like a couple.
I punch
powers.
someone and some water comes out.
Water comes out. Or,
Like, wow, I am a waterbender.
I mean, you can deflect bullets, but only when dashing or punching.
What if you pick like an avatar that's not Aang, like Avatar Kyoshi or someone? You can then bend all 4 elements, and they're not the main character.
Yeah.
And then
Cool.
and then you can also just watch the show and see the moves they do and like study. You have a show to watch to actually learn. Because like Dragon Ball doesn't actually tell you how to feel the
You
key.
could argue about that because there's powers. Aang is the reincarnation of them.
That's true. Yeah.
No, but they do show-
No,
but they do show that they all have different personalities and different opinions.
Yeah, but they do say this is a
Sure, but they
reincarnation.
Mm,
are
what the-
still one person.
Yeah, because
No, it's like, okay.
There
Because
are
they're-
multiple people in one spirit. So the spirit, I don't know. That's a spiritualistic debate.
Yeah, but
It's
like
hard to-
most
yeah,
of y'all are
it's like-
atheists or agnostic, so it shouldn't be as.
because like their favorite toys.
But it doesn't mean you
Their
should
favorite toy
defend the spiritual
is
side. Then.
always
Yeah,
the same
but
avatar.
if
Like,
I had the avatar
it's one of the
powers and I
tests.
was one of the, if I had the avatar power, I would kind of be forced to believe in spiritualism because I could go to the spirit world, and if I could go to the spirit world, I would know that exists.
Okay, well, I would
It's real.
still just pick waterbending anyways because, what the fuck? Okay,
In new fiction, I would really like to have Eve's powers from Invincible.
they're pretty
Adam
cracked.
Eve?
Yeah, they're
She's
pretty
cool.
cracked
Being
actually.
off.
Toph would be
Yeah,
pretty good.
Toph would be awesome.
Raven's powers would also be cool.
Earthbending would be cool. Roads are you?
Raven's one of the main characters of that show. She's got a whole arc to her.
It's true.
Well, so it's Toph, I guess then.
I guess Team Avatar can, but then you could just pick
Yeah,
any
you can't
bender.
count these main segments.
Yeah, but then you could- but with Avatar-
except for like the
The actual
of each
side.
other.
Okay,
The
but
fucking Sasuke's and
Okay.
that shit.
But then who's the Sasuke in Avatar?
Zuko.
Zuko.
But Zuko's not nearly main enough of a character.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
I debate that he is way more of a main character than anyone else, except for Aang, because he has main story arcs and he has an entire
Away
arc
from the rest of the cast.
from the beginning all the way to the end.
Yes, that's
He
true.
He has his
changes as a
own-
character,
you
he
ha-
has his own thing.
Everyone changes.
But he's also a
Yeah,
point of
not
view.
not as much.
But he's also
Zuko go through everything.
he's also a
He
point of
goes
view
to armor,
character
he goes to-
without.
We have
Yeah,
actual
'cause
arcs
you
with
get,
him.
you get whole episodes that are just Zuko.
Yeah, with
Yeah, like him and that one girl that
with
wants to
the
fuck
farm.
him. Yeah,
Yeah, with the
Help-
farm. His
yeah,
Blue
with the
Devil
farm.
episodes.
which are so good, by the way. Those episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't
Like,
know you were
Zuko-
skilled in
Zuko-
long swords, Prince
I
Zuko.
think is a main character. It is.
I wasn't debating that he's
the
a
mayor.
main character. I was just saying I don't know if he's.
Counts for the sake of the debate, like the discussion.
I was just saying that I think that if you count him, I don't know. Everyone in Avatar gets their time to.
What
shine,
if I pick
really.
Sokka's ability to always be funny,
Yeah.
no matter what?
But
He's
but
also
Zuko-
good with the sword.
But Zuko
That
has
too.
his own shit going on, like
I
the
feel like.
like him going back to the Fire Nation and that whole thing that has nothing to do with Aang, and Aang doesn't even show up in some of those episodes.
Oh, what if I just pick Jiraiya and then I have an imperfect sage mode, and then I also can summon all the Toad Warriors, and then I can also create a giant toad stomach to trap literally any human in that isn't Itachi Uchiha.
But what if I just pick Mike Guy?
That too?
If I pick a Pokemon trainer, do I get those Pokemon?
No.
Ooh.
I mean,
You know, he said you don't
one-
get physical objects.
one Naruto character,
Yeah, but you would have
Pokeballs.
the Pokeballs to store them in are.
one Naruto character
Well,
that I really liked
don't
his
have to.
powers, but I just wish he would have done a lot more with it and been more cracked with it was size. I mean, I think
Size
that's so
are
sick
cool.
to be able to
Not for
draw
me, though,
and
'cause I
bring it
can't
to
draw.
life.
You also have to not be able to draw, you have to be able to paint.
I can do that.
It's a different tactic. I don't know. I think I would just be ass with that ability. I would be like the guy from Conjuro or whatever his name is from One Piece.
Yeah,
Nathan
I've
said
heard
that.
But Adam East technically is a main character of her own thing.
Never special.
Oh, yeah, she does have the special all about
Yeah.
her.
It is a good
It's
special.
all about her.
I haven't seen it yet.
So
It's good.
just
We
count
finally
as a
watched it. It's
character
pretty
at
good.
that point. I don't know. But I would pick Adam East.
Actually, okay, because you've started reading it. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if anyone else has. I know Will and I have. The new series done by the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist. These powers are so fucking sick.
I read like 4 chapters.
The Daemon, but there's a character who can like draw and erase reality.
Ooh, I'll take
That is
a-
pretty
Is
cracked.
he a main character? He has his side. He
You
has
could
his
get
side thing.
Stand.
Yeah, I was thinking
the
of
manga
JoJo.
guy, the stand for the manga guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
he has his own show.
He has his own full show.
Rohan
Kishibe, yeah.
Cool
Good
shit,
good
they
shout
get
that we
their
said at the
own
same
show.
time.
Rohan Kishibe is great.
Like even Rock
I
Lee.
love him.
Can you
Think
pick
he's-
Rock Lee because he has his own show?
No, I don't think the chibi thing should count.
No, it counts.
It
It's
counts,
his
though.
own show.
Well, then you could just pick my guy and you get the
Apparently,
exact same
it's
power
a-
set.
A lot of
So.
that stuff is apparently what
You
happened.
get beauty.
Yeah, but you don't need to pick Rock Lee. You could just pick Mike Guy and get better powers of Rock Lee.
The guy in part.
The thing with Mike Guy,
4?
though, your hair turns bowl cut if you
Part
pick it.
Itachi?
Yeah, the guy in part 4
Itachi
But does
would
he
be.
count as a
in
main villain?
Josuke's
He was
where
a
he
main
can
villain.
wipe
Right?
what's in
He
front
also
of him.
did
brings it
have-
closer to him.
He also did have the
yes, the
novels,
ability-
which he
yes,
was a
no,
main
it can-
character.
It can cut things in half, but it can also it wipes the space in between
Of their
things and it
arcs.
creates a
Yeah,
vacuum, which
yeah.
pulls the
That ability.
They focus on each one of them, and all of them are main character, like a main villain of that arc. So can you pick any of the Akatsuki?
Yeah, you could pick Akatsuki. I feel.
But they're main.
Okay, what if I
Let's go to the main villain of the Akatsuki.
what if I give you? No, but what if I give you an addendum? It has to be
But is there the whole
the big villains, like the
They're
king pieces on the chessboard.
But some people
Like
have that.
like okay, you have your mini bosses like
one
the other
doesn't have
Akatsuki members,
any.
but then you have your
Well,
like
kinda
like
does.
what? Like Hedon.
yeah, you have Ion, Sasori, all that shit, but then you have Itachi, Pain, and like Obito and shit,
Yeah.
and like they're a lot bigger and more important. I don't think he
I don't
counts.
think so.
I feel like he's
Yeah.
definitely prepped as the main villain, or at least one of
Yeah.
like 3 main villains. No.
We don't
I
even
know,
really know what they can do.
I think One Piece is the one where there are too many king pieces on the board because every single arc is basically its own story.
Yeah, they don't really have a main villain.
There's so many.
Yeah,
cool powers.
and if they do, it's
Powers
not
are
been
insane.
active for a while. You know,
Or it's not like in like.
you could
Smoking
theoretically
ability
from
Hunter x Hunter.
oh
No,
the
the smoking guy, the guy with the big.
Moral or Morel or whatever.
That's cool.
His abilities are really cool. And for I could just make it out of weed smoke, bro.
Yeah.
Krollo's not
Just some
the
green
main
gas
villain
for me
until
instead of purple.
Later on.
But Krollo.
No, he's the main villain.
I don't know if picking Krollo's power would be that good because if
You don't have other nin abilities
then
to
you
steal.
Can't steal anything.
The cat person from Hunter x Hunter.
Pito.
One of the yeah.
Yeah.
Ito, yeah,
It's pretty cracked.
You also would, I imagine, get her physical superiority as
She
well.
can fix any wound. She can just like.
To be fair, just getting access to Nin, like if you pick a
Yeah,
kid
strong as fuck,
with Nin,
insanely
you've
strong.
now unlocked Nin. You can just work on it yourself
Just
too
fix
and
any
become
wound.
cracked yourself.
Agile
And
reflexes.
Nin might just be what I would pick in baseline because I mean, literally no human can hurt me.
No, Nen is like the best.
I just gotta. I don't even need the advanced Hatsus and shit. If I just have like that kid that fought Killua, and Killua was trying to kill him at a certain point in that tournament, and he still wasn't really hurting him.
Like, yeah, Garbage great. I do think you'd like the power system, like these powers in the new manga Daemon by the creator of Full Metal. It's crazy.
And I do like the power system of Cursed Energy a lot because it reminds me.
Yeah, of Nin. Yeah,
Oh, Jujutsu
it
Kaisen.
is very much
I
Nin.
was trying to think of Bleach,
Sort
but
of,
I just
you
don't
know.
know, like,
The bullshit math that gets
Who I'd
added into it, everything. It's
want.
literally very similar.
there's someone who I'd want for
Bleach. I mean, there's so many ice games.
Kenpachi.
Ice games?
I know. But
Kenpachi.
to be honest, out of everybody's power, I'd probably.
Kenpachi's just Red Hulk, and also he just gets strong enough to fight whoever he fights.
Sick.
It is sick.
And like,
Kapachi
Actually
just gets stronger
cracked.
and stronger throughout the fight because you're just getting more and more serious.
Yep.
The more serious you take it, you're more stronger you get.
Yeah, they basically.
then you'll eventually be bested by the next Kenpachi.
Kenpachi just gets.
Unless I pick again, Bond can't be killed and gets stronger. The stronger he steals your power. So while fighting, you get weaker and he gets stronger. So it would kind of just even out as you both continuously got stronger. And
You know,
can't-
you know what's
but his
actually a
speed was
great
up.
show.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking earlier.
Is he the Sasuke?
I think he's probably the closest, right?
That's
He
what I
doesn't
feel.
have
He doesn't
like,
have, like,
a
but
villain arc or
But
anything.
he has main story arcs.
Yeah, he does
He
have.
does
his
have very
flashback.
main story.
Yeah,
arcs,
and, I mean,
yes. He's
I
old.
don't
That the main
Come on.
character doesn't show up.
He's so old.
He is so old.
Yeah, I
He's
think
dating a lolly.
He was dating the lolly.
I don't know.
Older than him.
Yeah.
Bond and Meliodas both say some wildly out of
King
pocket
is
shit.
crazy.
in
And
this
you didn't
series.
even see what he can do in the
Meliodas holding the baby and saying, "Get your hands off my woman," is like a crazy line out of context,
Gets to
bro.
the point where he can just go
Mm,
and
You can flick
eradicate
hair, I
you.
can do that.
No,
I'm gonna go right now.
eradicate you.
What about? I'm trying to think. There's some good shit in a very underrated shonen called D. Gray Man. Peak series, by the way.
I've been
Oh.
meaning to
Think
watch
about
it.
it. Yeah.
Masterpiece for the next topic, by the way. But it's the power system is so complicated and so not as useful for fighting humans more than they are fighting like demons. And yeah,
Yasha, his brother.
I didn't watch any Yasha, so I'm not
Nutty.
able to keep up with it. I think I would just pick something that would allow me to take
I was
over the
thinking of
world, though.
characters
Honestly,
from,
so Nin.
his other series. God damn it. Ghost Detectives.
What about?
Yes, I was also thinking about it, like
But I just
Kurama,
What's the main villain?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I want my boy.
but
Hite.
it's like you only Hite gets crazy.
It's so sad.
But he's kind of the Sasuke. But,
He is.
but I can
You look
see
up
that
side
he's
characters
not.
in anime?
I was looking
Having
up the
that
name of an
story
anime
arcs
Mm.
themselves.
because I wanted to bring up in the anime Boku no Stray Dogs.
I haven't watched it.
Bungo Stray Dogs
There
I've
is
heard
a
of, yeah.
character whose ability is to, and it doesn't sound that good, but the way he uses it is so cool. His ability is to see 5 seconds into the future, and I don't know if I
observation,
necessarily
Aki.
want to use that ability because I would not be very good with that ability because I would need to train, get my physical prowess up. But he is described as the one man that no other person in that series can kill because he can see into the future, and anytime someone fights him, he can dodge bullets, he can dodge anything.
For Jujutsu Kaisen, I would like the new guys.
Yeah.
Powers the Bloodbender. God, he's so sick.
Can't even look up shit.
That power's crazy. The way he uses Bloodbending.
Oh,
is
Choso?
wild.
Yeah.
She's very cool.
I've never seen Bloodbending used like that.
If I had to pick one from Jujutsu Kaisen, it would be I like the blonde guy a lot, the businessman.
Oh, the one who's
What
really-
about-
He can
yeah.
immediately see weaknesses, and also when it goes past 5 o'clock, he can go into overtime, and that shit was hilarious to me. He just undid his time, and he goes, "All right, I'm in overtime now."
Dude, he is
What about Crypto the
fucking strong.
Super Dog?
What
No, he had
about-
his own movie.
He had his own show too.
Sorry, main
Whose
character.
power would you want from Umbrella Academy? Because I want my boys. I want the teleportation.
Dialga also sadly counts
cool.
as a.
No, I
So
like
cool.
I do like the addict's power of being able to talk.
Oh,
with
he is
the
sick.
dead.
He's my.
Yeah. Ben's cool. He has like fucking tentacles and.
Yeah, but
fucking
Ben's
shit.
dead. You know who can use Ben's power?
But he comes back actually.
Oh, I didn't get to that point. That was a spoiler.
He doesn't really.
He
You'll
doesn't
see.
really come out. You'll see.
You'll see.
He
You'll see
can,
what
he
about-
can, the dead guy can use. His
What about?
Yeah.
What about the guy that was the
Whoa!
king of Waco Mundo before Aizen that can decay anything
Oh, the
and
actual
nothing can touch
skull
him?
guy? Yeah, he was
He's
sick.
cracked.
That's actually a shout.
There's a guy in Bleach Guy whose ability is anyone that tries to touch him decays rapidly to nothingness.
Oh, the main villain of Ghost Rider 2.
But he's
You mean main villain of My Hero Academia?
main villain of My Hero Academia.
It's kind of like that, and they like try to attack him, and no matter what they do, it decays instantly. But the problem is he's not even a main villain because he got
what I
dicked
want.
on by Aizen.
Could I pick any of the endless?
would be
Because
But that would suck.
gods
That would
from the
suck
Sandman
because
series.
anyone you touch.
Are they side characters?
Yeah, that's how I feel about
Yeah.
Mirios. But I would love
because
it.
Yeah, but you
as
can't
long
get
as it
close to
wasn't
anyone.
Sleep Morpheus.
Because
the
Mirio,
King of the World.
Mirio,
Yeah.
you couldn't breathe.
They're all-
Yeah.
that
It's a
one
lonely
was
world.
second.
How would I adapt to
Alright,
that?
then probably probably Death from Sandman because she can't die. She always gets to lead people to their death. She's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
She's not the main character, but she has all the Grim Reaper powers.
What about Sugar from One Piece? You could take over the.
Yeah, but it's fucked up.
Yeah, but like, okay, look at it this way, right? Okay, you really
Just are
want to take over the world? There's a lot of meet and greets of important people, and if you shake their hand, they turn into a toy, and people forget they ever existed. All you gotta do.
They just forget what it says. It doesn't matter where they're at in the world.
Oh,
It's brutal.
It makes
It's a
that
fucked
arc
up power.
So much more.
It's
fucked
so
up.
sad. But here's the thing: imagine you become
That person-
one of the few Americans that gets to meet Kim Jong Un. Shake his hand.
Also,
He's done. Cook.
Also, though, the backside of that, it keeps you a child.
It does.
But
Well,
hear
it
me
keeps you
out.
your age, I'm
There's a
pretty sure.
guy-
Can't
You
you?
were age?
She got it when she was a child.
Yeah, I guess.
Hear me out. There's a guy made
Then
out of
you will say,
mucus.
then okay, you
Yeah.
have
Gross.
you.
Wouldn't
You
want
have
that.
I'd be peak.
Wouldn't want to become Muck
At least
from
you looked
Pokemon.
at it. You looked-
I would say he's worse than Mach.
Oh, that's terrible.
He is
That's
just
terrible.
mucus.
Yo, Beast Boy's powers would actually be pretty cool.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
What about the pink girl from One Piece that puts the symbols?
Yeah, but that is too complicated. What about the booger guy that shoots his boogers and they
It's
explode?
like from Little Garden.
Remember that guy? He could just blow up everything.
Well, how far did you get?
I got to where there was like they had just gotten to the what was the Grand Line.
Yeah, he got to like Laboon, I'm
And
pretty
so
sure,
then
and like
they,
that's
they
it.
They were like fighting on
That's
this
what
like
is
mountain
it?
of graveyards.
Mm,
Ah, yes, you're talking about whiskey.
Whiskey Peak.
Okay.
You were close to peak content.
Yeah,
you were
that's
close.
what you guys told me when I got you
To Arlong
close
Park.
To peak when you get to Arlong Park, and then I finished Arlong Park, and I was like,
Well,
it was okay.
Arlong
And
Park
you guys
is
were
good.
like, you guys are.
I don't
so
know how
close to
I don't know
peak.
how you didn't like Arlen Park.
Every time I started, and I was like, I don't want to watch any more
He didn't like
episodes. I've watched 100.
But did you
episodes, and
not-
I was like, yeah,
Doesn't
but
like
you're close
numbing,
to
so
peak.
he-
But did you not like
Everything was
Usopp
not-
beating the fish man by bluffing the entire time and shooting eggs in his face? And
Did you not love when Arlong was ripped off the bandages off of Zoro and was like how
you didn't like Mihawk when he shows up and
I
pulls
did
up?
like Mihawk. I just didn't really like any of the main cast enough to continue.
Yeah, like Zoro enough. He puts a katana in his mouth, bro. Throat goat.
Sanji's alright. Zoro's okay. Nami sucks. Usopp sucks, and I don't like Luffy.
But you know what Nami becomes in the future, bro? It's crazy.
Yeah.
She just upgrades.
I know. I've seen the drawings.
Like bro.
There's a lot
I
of anime
remember.
Robin's
girls.
powers
I
would be
remember.
good.
1,000 episodes long.
I remember
Robin's
when I saw
powers,
the
if you
first
did-
episode of
Yeah,
the time
that's
skip,
the
and I
worst
was like,
You
whoa.
can't go into the water. You would just feel
Aokiji's powers.
There's a lot of animes
So
with
it's
hot
ice.
girls.
You wouldn't have
not
to swim.
1,000 episodes long.
But then you could just pick another ice character and not lose the ability to swim. So.
I mean, Big Mom's powers are pretty good. And
Ooh, major side character that gives me pretty cracked abilities. Shisui from fucking Naruto. The ability to just genjutsu someone into following my every command. Like I have the Gyas.
she's sick.
Yeah, but no, that's
You
not
know?
a character.
And then also I get a fucking other Mangekyo abilities and just standard Sharingan abilities, you know?
But like, let's be honest, he's the only guy.
Yeah, I think
No, because in this world, I could definitely use
we
the
tell.
Heals pretty effectively.
But I guess he is.
Yeah, I would hope you wouldn't make the same mistake his sister
up
made.
until Madara shows up, he
I
is
could
the
use
main
the
villain,
Heals
yeah. So
really
Crack that
effectively.
fucking
I feel
mask.
like.
he is the guy.
And then everything flips.
Gurren Lagann, like, there's no really like
Side characters
side
that are good
characters
enough
good,
to
bro.
warrant.
It's just the
Yeah.
main boys. The main boys.
If I picked,
Yeah, Girl Like God doesn't really have any.
Same thing with like Kill la Kill.
And also, you can't have objects, so it's useless.
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, there's a lot of like minor villains in Kill la Kill that have fairly okay powers. If you, I don't know, who do you count as the main villain of Kill la Kill?
The big giant
The
universal thing.
The mother.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you count the other main villain, the head of the school, as
Yeah.
Sasuke.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the pink-haired chick who can
Because she's
has-
doing it
has the
all.
giant
Because she's
scissors?
doing. If anything, she's Itachi. Because she's doing it all for her.
Yeah. So what about the pink-haired chick who can cut the scissors? Who can cut with the scissors?
Oh,
she's fucking cracked,
she is
bro.
cracked. She is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
the
about her.
daughter of Killua? I mean, not the daughter of Killua. The sister
Sister?
or brother.
Oh, that's just
whatever,
that's
of
just
Killua.
God. I don't know what
The
that
sister
that
of
thing's
Killua.
crazy. What is his older
You
brother's
can't- you
ability?
Can't
Yeah, you
use
can't
that
do
power.
it.
Only other people. Can
What is
use
his
it.
older brother's ability? Like, what does he do?
Okay, so his older brother that
He can
has the
change what
needles.
he looks like.
The needles
He
can
can-
do a lot of things because he can use the needles to control people, kill people, freeze people, change his appearance, changes other people's appearance. His ability is the needles.
That's
he can
crazy.
put Nin into the needles.
Pretty cracked.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty cracked. His brother is very.
I love Hisoka's bungee gum, but he's not side.
Oh, the fucking
Killua's
the
grandpa?
butler.
The butler with the
The
coins?
coins?
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Coins are sick.
You could pick Lisa and get Hamon.
Oh, Harmon would be awesome.
Or Caesar, but he also is
Caesar's
kind of the Sasuke of that part.
he's the
Yeah.
Sasuke of that part. And you could, if you're counting only part 3, you could pick Joseph. But if you're counting it as a whole, you cannot pick Joseph.
What's your favorite stand?
What's my favorite stand?
Yeah,
Oh, that's tough.
it is tough.
Oh.
Ooh, what's
I
his
like
name
the
with the
zipper
tall
guy.
hair?
Polnareff.
Part 3.
Polnareff.
Polnareff?
Polnareff,
Yeah,
bro.
with the chariot.
Silver chariot.
Physical stand.
Yeah, the chariot.
And crap. I like the sun stand.
Killer Queen.
Guy
Okay.
in the
Killer
desert.
Queen.
Okay. I found the best stand.
Looking killer queen.
I-
The explosive one.
Found.
Yeah, it's Yoshikage Kiryu.
I have found one of the most
Blow
cracked.
up time.
One of the most cracked side character stands. That's my father calling me. Hello?
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you.
I know. I was in the middle of something when Elizabeth
Killer
texted me, they
Queen
made it
is
back,
my
and I
favorite.
said I'll be
Chariot
there. And
was my favorite
But
before
Killer
Killer
Queen's
Queen
the
was
main
the thing.
villain, so.
Yeah, of course.
It's not gonna be that long.
Some 97 cartoons.
Some nutty side characters.
These
you
aren't
can-
gonna show
yeah,
up in
Patrick's
10 o'clock.
pretty
You
You
can't
OP.
pick almost any Looney Tunes character because they all have their own like show and
So.
specials. They've all been the main character at some point.
Okay.
But Patrick is kind of the Sasuke. I mean, he's not.
But now he has his own show.
Okay.
The Patrick
yeah,
Star
that's
Show.
true.
I
Patrick's
can't
So he
son.
counts as a
believe-
main character.
That did not last for long.
It doesn't matter. He's
Like,
still in
doesn't
it,
matter.
and he's the main
He's the
character.
main character. Patrick's off the table.
We-
Saying you would have to pick
Squidward.
Sandy.
Squidward.
Sandy.
I take Sandy. She's got the martial arts.
She does have
She's
the
still
karate.
cartoon.
We're talking about
Can't
cartoon
write
characters
that,
now.
even though you don't
Cartoon side characters that are
We
correct.
bring back to your regularly scheduled programming.
I'm leaving all that in.
Okay.
Cartoon
So
characters that are side characters.
okay. Well, I was gonna say that the best stand you could pick of a side character is
Okay.
Part 4's Okuyasu with the hand. He's just a fucking idiot and doesn't know how to use it. It erases anything it touches,
Is
and
this what I was
including the
The
space.
space in between where
Yeah,
you.
that's
we
what I was
brought
talking
this
about.
up earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
It
that
is.
stand. Yeah.
It is cracked. Cracked. It would probably be my choice of stand if I had to choose. Love of the side characters.
Hermit Purple for sure.
Grim. But it is called Grim Adventures.
Bro, that is the main character
Is
of the
he,
show.
but is he the main character or the kids?
Probably all
He's the main
three.
character and he's Sasuke.
I'm
We're like
watching.
the
Listen, bro.
he's
I'm
like-
watching that
he's
show
like
for
Takahashi.
Grim and Mandy.
What if I choose a random, fairly odd
it's an
parent
object.
from
It's like
very,
it's an object.
Oh,
fairly odd
one
parents?
Dissimo.
Because then I just get the ability to grant myself
What was
wishes.
Gordon Von.
Gordon Von,
John Von
whatever the
Strangle?
John Von Strangle. That's what it
Yeah.
is. John Von Strangle.
Yeah. What if I choose?
Uh,
Can you imagine having that motherfucker as your fairly
Oh, yeah,
godparent?
I'm
That's-
Fairy
I want him
godparent.
as my-
Speaking of
I want him
villains,
as my
speaking of
stand.
main
The rules.
Think of some
But
crazy
Von
non-
Strangle would
Danny
make an
Phantom,
amazing.
I would.
I would love to be the fucking dumbass who has the thing on his wrist that makes him.
What about the box ghost
What about
from Danny
Dobby?
Phantom, bro?
Dobby as a side character?
Or twice?
I don't know if I would pick Dobby as
Twice?
Twice.
Twice.
You don't remember who Twice is?
Twice
from
from
My
My
Hero?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Twice's ability is
Totoro?
crack. That but I would actually become a mental patient.
No, no. So here's the thing. Twice
It just gets
was not prepared. Twice was not prepared for him developing that sort of ability.
But what if one of them just kills you?
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, what quirk would you want?
I mean, I get I am a bit psychotic, so another me might not get along with me too well.
What if another you is like,
Literally,
I'm the real one, and he kills you from
That's
behind?
true. It's always possible.
Just think of
No, I'll just be like the two twins from Invincible, just fighting it with each other, being like, I'm the real. No, I'm the real. Literally, I birthed you.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
saying that.
She gets nauseous when she uses it. And
That's
I think I would
true.
also.
She does have a cool ability, being able
Oh,
to
have you
float
guys
and make
seen
things float.
Gen V?
Yeah.
I
He
have
has it.
not.
That's why
okay.
I-
Kate's power.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's crazy.
That's
No,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know she gets a little fucked up when she uses it, but it's insane.
sick.
It's
sick.
insane.
Yeah. It's
Which
sick.
I mean, if we're talking about any media, I would just take
Yeah.
Charm Speak.
You're good.
Piper's Charm Speak from Percy Jackson, because Piper, or it's actually Heroes of Olympus, because Piper has that same ability, but she doesn't have to touch you. Anything she says, if she uses her power while she's saying it, you have to do. It's called Charm Speak.
Yeah, Black Clover, I probably would want Vanessa's.
Vanessa's is so good. The
I can't think
teleporting
of
guy
anybody.
is also very cool.
Ah,
I didn't think this topic would last
Yeah,
this
I
long.
love him too.
There's so many characters.
There's so many characters.
There's so many characters.
You know, the goal is to pick one.
That's
I
not
picked
easy.
Vanessa, I'm pretty sure.
I picked Law.
My pick is Okuyasu from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I win against you guys, except
No,
for
except for me.
I do erase reality. Can I erase the cat?
I don't know if you can't because the cat changes before you can erase it. The cat changes.
But can you
never
touch?
did it.
But can you touch me because the stand will defend me and you can't see it?
It's true. We're at a stalemate.
We're the strongest two right now. Are the choices.
Nothing can hurt me, and if her power continues to evolve, which I hope it does, I'm hoping one day she can affect more than just saving lives. She can affect, like, it would be awesome if she could affect that the cat could, like, stand on the villain and then make it so that every hit is a guaranteed hit. Because if it tried to dodge, it could just change fate and then make it
I
the hit.
love-
Oh
my
fuck!
boy
I dodged to
Shin.
the left. I was supposed to
I
dodge
love
to
my
the
boy
right. What the
Shin.
fuck?
You go to
From
dodge
Dora
to the
and
right,
Dora.
and then suddenly
But
you're going left,
no,
and you're like,
I-
what just happened?
I would
man?
have
Is it bad that even if I
main
wanted to
villains
spoil it, I don't remember it enough to
being
tell
able
you
to
whether
spawn
if it's or not?
infinite amounts of mushrooms
awesome.
due to your
That'd
rage.
be cool.
I don't
That guy's
actually remember.
You watch Dora Dora?
Dora, no.
Dora
Bonnie.
Hedora.
No.
Okay, there's a
From
guy
One
in
Piece?
there. He's like the main villain for the first
Yeah?
season,
Because you can
and he can just
you can
like
change into
grow
whatever that
mushrooms
future
off
is.
of anything. And
That's
depending
true.
on his rage, it can
Bonnie's
he can
powers
just
are actually
turn an
crazy.
entire city.
That is true because you
Like,
can affect
actually,
other
you can
people with them
affect
too.
So what is your guys' pick?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
law.
Law?
Yeah.
What do you-
I'll pick Bonnie. 'cause I can-
The ability is just so much.
Ability
you
to
can do with
age
law.
Even
Even without
himself
being a
to
surgeon,
any age.
without being a professional surgeon, there's so much you can do with
She
law.
can change ages of anyone and change the age of herself.
To whatever
But
she
also,
wants.
she can dive into other futures. So she can change her body into what possible future it could have been. So she can get all buff if she worked out.
I can just change to my
She can,
peak.
like do that kind of shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool ability.
Do you know what law's ability can do?
Yeah.
A lot of crack shit.
Yeah.
So
she can
much
also
crack shit.
knock.
It's like his own. It's a domain expansion.
She can.
It is basically.
Yeah.
She can punch you,
It's his
knock
rules.
jewels outside of your body, and if you don't have those, you have to like put the jewels back in.
You also get Law's hockey by picking Law, so that's cool.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
Like literally knock the jewels out of you.
Just like
But
the
you can't swim.
teleportation,
It's true.
the switching
Kuma?
hearts, the switching
Kuma would be a
body
good shout.
parts.
But
Kuma's
you
crazy.
can't swim
So
with
much
these
shit you can
abilities.
do.
Y'all picking One Piece is
But-
bad for that reason.
Yeah, you can't
Can't
swim.
swim.
But
It'll be-
I think me and Kai double team and win this fight, but you know.
Kuma has like a palm ability, so he
We're
Kuma's
solo.
power
he
is
can
so
take the pain
sick.
out of you
Yes.
into like a palm and put it in someone else.
Oh, that's cool.
He
He
can
can
also
beat the
touch
fuck out of
you.
himself and then hurt someone else with it. How long can he hold
He
that
can
in
touch
his
you,
palm?
put you in a bubble, right? But when he touch you, you just instantly like disappear. But you actually
He
come out of
repelled-
the bubble, and he can send you anywhere on the.
Yeah, he
repels
repels
you.
you.
Oh yeah.
On the
He
planet.
repels you at a speed faster than sound, and can send you for 3 days straight
Oh, okay,
as
not
well.
really straight. I was like, that's kind of like the ability that the teleporter guy
It's not
from
instant.
the teleporter
Yeah, it is
guy-
travel
You have
time.
to chill for like 3 days.
But just any amount of pain that you were to endure doesn't matter
He
how
can
much it
also
is. He
set
can
himself
take it all
flying,
out.
Too. It's not just other people. He can
That's
self-fly and go
kind of
wherever.
like what the teleporter guy in Black Clover. He develops his attack ability, which is just to instantly teleport.
He's a
anyone
good
else.
shout. He's
True.
Yeah.
He is
Anyone
pretty
else-
crack.
anywhere else.
Finral or whatever his name is.
Finral, yeah.
Yeah, Finral. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Love that
crack.
fight.
I like him a
His
lot.
brother.
He's one of the coolest of the.
His
I think he's
Brother's
one.
crazy.
brother is.
I think he's one of the coolest of the Black
They
Bulls.
both
though. I
have
like
like
him.
The
those
Black Bulls
void powers.
have such good powers.
They all
They,
also just have,
yeah,
except Ghosh. I don't like him.
Except for Luck and
Luck
I don't
is
like Luck and
lightning.
Magna.
Yeah, there's simple
Because
powers.
they're
Loves
basic.
Magna. I like Luck. He's
I
But
like
they got
that.
basic powers.
Do you like Charmy's power?
Yeah, Charm's
eating?
powers.
Okay, so with regards to this discussion, since we all picked Kai, we all have, if we were to get elemental powers, our element of choice, what element would you choose if you were to get... Wait, this includes shits like lightning is separate from fire, not going on the avatar elements, just elements in general.
Yeah.
Lightning's so OP.
Yeah, and I always choose lightning.
Compared to like fire, it's just OP.
Plasma.
That's
Which is-
even more OP.
which is-
Plasma's different than lightning. Plasma's way stronger.
Yeah.
Plasma's faster and hotter.
But I always told myself that I would pick lightning because I would
One of the
love...
main elements, actually.
Because I would love to just walk up
Okay,
to an
I-
army and flex by doing Be Gone with a thunderclap and
that's
summoning a
space.
Kieran.
As a concept.
Those are wild.
These are the states. The states of matter.
States of matter.
Oh, what if you choose... Oh, well,
I
never
pick
mind. Kevin
pure
11
acid.
is the Sasuke of his Ben 10 series season. I was going to say Kevin 11.
Sasuke. Yeah, Kevin 11 is Sasuke.
It pretty much literally is Sasuke.
Space, time.
Space and time.
But no, I would...
Reality. I have the
Reality.
reality stone. Yeah,
Reality.
you guys are done.
No, but I think
Reality can be anything I want it to.
Of the basic elements, I do think I would pick lightning because it is cracked.
Plasma.
Yeah, there's not a basic element, and
it's one of there's
You
four
know-
elements, and then the fifth one that scientists say
Well,
is the
your
hidden
button-
fifth element is plasma. My element is
What?
more of an element than
Oh,
your guys'
shit.
element.
Damn, that's crazy. The angle did not show anything on the camera. If they saw my hair,
Always
still,
the
I
ice.
was
Yeah, I
just
don't
too
know.
fat. My stomach popped it out.
I like fire. I probably
Got
would
that
do
beer
fire,
gut,
but
you know.
Yeah.
I know that it wouldn't be as good as other people.
Josh, when he tries to square up
Yeah,
to me and I
same
zip
here.
around like Killua, damn, the flames can't touch me like they did my house. Crazy.
Comparatively. That's why they didn't put it in Naruto. I mean, not Naruto. They didn't put it in fucking Avatar because they knew.
I mean, it was.
Lightning, that lightning bending is
it
a
was,
thing.
but it's part of fire. It's part of their.
And it's not because it's not a main element.
It does take. Well, in Naruto, it's considered. Well, no, in Naruto, it's considered a main element.
Yeah, it's considered a main.
Okay, in Naruto.
In Japanese lore, it's considered.
Bro, just give me Thor kills ability, bro, of just that pure strength.
Thorgal's ability is just picking literally any anime
Picking a
character.
tree up.
Yeah,
It's
just
awesome.
pick like any anime character. You could do that.
Who do I want in the ghouls?
None, because I don't want to eat people. I like cheeseburgers, not human
All
burgers.
human food that you enjoy.
It's
is some
true.
Shit.
It's
Nathan.
yeah, I know.
I mean, don't.
So that's a big down.
I mean, trust me, you could probably find some girls with some Arby's roast beef sandwiches down there, but like,
Crazy. Thanks.
That, yeah.
it's not the same thing.
Next topic.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, look, I put an effort for the podcast ideas, so I can make some out-of-pocket jokes about my ideas. All right.
Alright, next topic. Let's go.
Okay. What constitutes a masterpiece in media, and what is your personal masterpieces, if you have any, based off your own definition?
Oh fuck, we gonna be here. for
Not
a
saying an
minute.
objective definition in your, but like what you consider one, and
It could be and nothing could be a masterpiece.
well, I'm saying not.
It's in your opinion.
I'm saying,
something
like,
that's perfect to you.
Yeah,
Just
something that is a
meets all
perfect
your
media
needs.
for you.
Spider-Man 2 until Spider-Man 3 comes out.
With the caveat of until Spider-Man 3 comes out, then that's overtaking it as well.
Probably. I don't know. Might be.
Um,
But Spider-Man 2 right now is the perfect Spider-Man game.
a masterpiece is something with like little flaws, and they just make all the right design.
Or just
and
better than
Yes.
anything else in its series.
Beginning,
How
middle,
more perfect can you
and
get
has
than
my
being
attention the
best?
entire movie.
Or entire
series,
game or
Entire
whatever.
game. Wow.
I'll hit you.
For
Halloween 2018.
for
That's a crazy.
So good.
What's the problem with that
It's
movie?
a
There's
good
no
movie.
problem. A masterpiece
Well-
to me
I
is.
see. I wouldn't consider that movie a masterpiece because
That wasn't the most enjoyable movie of all time.
it wasn't
It's
my
so enjoyable.
favorite movie. It wasn't
I-
my favorite horror.
Scream
movie.
1.
A masterpiece. A masterpiece movie to me
Closer.
is Interstellar.
The Thing.
That's a
That might
masterpiece
be.
movie for me.
What movie?
The beginning, the middle, the end. I was on the
What
edge of my
movie did
seat
he
the
say?
entire movie. It had me thinking for
That is a
so
masterpiece.
fucking long after the movie.
You're welcome for that
ended.
incredible
It
recommendation.
just had me glued.
That
It
be
was
mine In
amazing.
terms of movies, Wolf of
Goodfellas.
Wall
It was
Street.
good.
Wolf of Wall Street.
A
was mine.
masterpiece
favorite is-
for movies.
Goodfellas.
But
Goodfellas.
in terms of
Movies.
animated movies,
It's a great
I
movie.
think Spirited Away is a pretty perfect movie with pretty much no flaws. I think Spirited Away is one of the things I consider
Spirited Away,
a
yes. Yes, I can agree. I
masterpiece.
can agree with this.
I can agree
Spirited
with
Away
that.
is
I think
Timeless, it's
I
beautiful.
think Howl's is a better movie,
It's not my
but
favorite,
that's
but I
a hot
can't. I
take
can
on
agree
mine.
with that.
Howl's is it's a little too out there for me.
I just
it
like
doesn't
how
answer none
over
of
the
my
top
questions.
whimsical. I went into it expecting a very loosely
This might be a
explained
weird
story.
choice, but a masterpiece of a game for me, and I really hope they make another one, is Ghost of Tsushima. I
Same.
just
That was a
thought
great
it
game.
was fucking perfect.
Final
I
Fantasy 7.
Actually,
I would want to say Skyrim, but Skyrim
Skyrim has
too
so many problems, yeah.
to be a masterpiece. Even though it is my favorite game, I cannot personally say that it is a masterpiece because it's also one of my least favorite games of all time.
that's literally what I said to you yesterday. Yeah.
That's
So
how every Skyrim fan feels.
I feel like it's an abusive relationship. You keep coming back and then hating it after another 100 hours you put
There
in.
isn't a flaw.
Super Mario World is the best of the two
There's-
Marios. It's
there's-
The
no.
only
But-
flaw that you can pick at it is the originality of the power-ups and the lack of power-ups in Super Mario World. because it kind of plays a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
because-
with Yoshi.
Also,
That's true,
the
but
cape
it's
is
so old.
the cape is pretty much just the Tanuki suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking
Would you rather
Bad.
have the Tanuki or the cape? The Tanuki.
I like the
more,
Tanuki.
yeah.
Tanuki.
yeah.
I would say the
Breaking Bad is a masterpiece
Oh, Breaking
of
Bad
a show.
is a masterpiece of a show. I can agree.
And The Fly does not diminish that. That is a great episode.
It's so stupid.
It is a great breather
In
of
terms Video
seriousness.
games, like I was saying, while I can't think Skyrim is a masterpiece, I do think Witcher 3 is. Witcher 3 is so good. It's got an amazing full world, and its character and stories are
The
just
side characters are cracked.
Okay.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
All right, boys, Josh and Will, do we
Recency bias.
think
I don't
with
know.
Yeah,
the
but it's
amount
Breath-
of
Breath of the Wild is a
time,
10,
Mhm,
and
I'm
it
listening.
passes it.
with the amount of time, Josh, Will,
So
Just continue.
that we have spent on this game, do we think Monster Hunter World is a masterpiece?
No.
Okay.
no, it has its flaws. It can be better. If I can think something could be improved and stuff, I don't think it's a masterpiece.
Well,
Sure, any video game I think can be improved.
But can you
so-
think
Ten-
of it on
yes.
the spot? What can make this
Do
better?
we think Terraria is a
Mm-mm.
masterpiece?
yes,
Yeah?
actually, yes.
What can make Terraria
It's an
better?
actual masterpiece of a video game. Terraria is one of the greatest games ever built.
But my other,
I thought you were saying yes.
My
you could
number
change it.
one-
I don't think you can. I don't think there's anything.
There's
wrong
just
with
add more
just
good content
making
is
another
all.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Just make more content. I'm not
mean,
complaining
we
about the content
devoted
that's in there. You know,
so much time of our life for that game, and
that game
and it was
developed my friendship with you two early on really quickly because that game is a perfect
it's
game.
just what Minecraft.
At this
couldn't-
point,
couldn't be.
especially is.
It my number one though, my number one favorite. It fights for my number one favorite spot constantly in terms of video games.
Okay.
And I find myself playing it over and over again. It's my favorite platformer.
Yeah, I knew
Celeste
it.
is a perfect
Celeste.
video
It's
game.
a perfect
Celeste
platformer at
could not
all
be
levels.
improved Except that they added
I can't
more.
argue.
It's a
haven't
perfect
played it.
platformer.
Yeah,
If
but-
if anything,
It
and
is-
I
it
can't
is
argue with
amazing.
it,
the
'cause I
only
play-
complaint
It is
people
amazing.
have about Celeste is that it's too hard and also just get good.
It is a perfect.
If I,
platformer.
who
It
don't
does
play
give you
platformers, can beat that
everything
game.
It does give you everything
Anyone should be able
that
to.
you would ask for in a platformer, and it
So-
does.
And it's a pure platformer
and you
too.
don't.
Pure platform.
It doesn't make you ask for anything more.
Banger music,
It
banger
has the best- it
graphical
probably has the
style,
best gradual
increasing
difficulty scaling.
I will say that the jump from World 2 with the where you go through the like star things and it gives you like a little boost, and to World 3, which is the hotel, Mr. Oshiro's hotel, that
Yeah.
is a fairly large jump in difficulty, and then it gradually keeps getting harder. But I
Yeah.
would say that from 1 and 2 are really easy, and then 3 is like
The first, okay, now I have
now
to
you
be good at a
now it's time
game.
to learn. You learned the game.
Yeah.
You learn the controls, now it's time to learn how to play
There
it.
is a jump there, but I don't think it's such a big jump that someone couldn't pick it up and still.
The ending is just something no
The,
other platformer's ever given me.
A movie that
That's
I would
crazy.
say, but it doesn't have an ending yet, is
Oh.
Across the Spider-Verse. I would say that's almost
Ah.
a perfect movie, but it doesn't have an ending, and that would fix it.
It could be a perfect
So if
trilogy
they
if the
can-
trilogy is
if
nailed.
they
If the
can
final one's
just-
nailed.
If they stick the land.
Stick the
But
land.
no, but it's
Wait.
still not an ending.
But I'm saying if
I
they
don't know
stick.
that film can be.
Well, we're saying if he sticks the landing, the trilogy might be a masterpiece.
The trilogy itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you're just watching through the
The
trilogy.
first movie pretty much
Is already a masterpiece, and then you put the
John
second
Wick.
one.
John Wick series.
I can't agree.
None of them miss.
I don't like.
Yeah,
the
you
fourth
don't
one
like
that
the
much.
fourth
I
one.
like the fourth one. I agree.
I do
And
think
I think the second one is a fairly. I think.
Do you
it's
think
good.
any of the John Wicks can be a 10?
Yeah,
the third one.
absolutely. The third one. The third one is absolutely
one?
a 10.
The third one
And I think the first
is.
one is also a 10. I'd say the first one is also a 10.
Yeah.
I
That's
think,
short.
but I do
It's
think,
such a good intro.
but I think the third one just hits you where you're watching. You're like, I might be watching the greatest pure action movie ever made.
It's the third one. I can rewatch that movie.
Horror movies besides The Shining might be a perfect 10. I really,
Shining.
really find that movie. It perfect for me because it adds to me in this ensemble of
Depending
eeriness.
on whether or not you've read the books, because I've heard people who read
It's
the
different.
books say that it is not.
I think American Psycho is.
Oh,
I don't see anything wrong with
Stephen
American
King actually
Psycho.
doesn't like The Shining.
yeah. Stephen, the American Psycho is.
I've not watched it, so.
Perfect horror movie.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
disagree.
good. It's so.
But
good.
I don't know. I just find
What's the problem with American
like,
Psycho?
well, I haven't seen
The
it, so
second one is my
Oh.
problem with American Psycho. the second one.
I think
his acting sometimes is over the top.
I think it's actually
And it breaks
perfect
it
for
down
a perfect person.
I think that
Um,
here's peak for you of a movie. brand new movie.
It's a good movie. I
Oppenheimer.
10 though.
Oppenheimer was fucking amazing.
I don't
I've
think it's
seen
perfect,
Oppenheimer
though.
yet,
It was
but my
amazing.
friend did not like it.
Really?
Oppenheimer is a
It was very boring.
okay. Here's the thing. Oppenheimer, I don't think is a perfect movie. I think it's a perfect bio picture,
I think
like a
Is
biopic
he
of its
into-
genre.
is he
I think it's
into all
perfect.
A little
Like a
bias
little
on
bit, not
on
as
its
much as like
message.
me.
yeah. I
Is
think
it?
You would like.
Because
I
is it
assume
because
I
they
would.
do? I think it's not even biased. I think it's just objectively saying, yeah, you are probably kind of a monster for being willing to build a bomb to kill millions of people. It's not so much. It wasn't even debating whether it was necessary, more than
the cast is insane.
is it
bro?
whether more so is it morally okay to be the one to do it.
Yes. And
Florence
that's
Pugh is a 10.
That also makes that movie a
Oh,
masterpiece.
Yeah, okay, an actual masterpiece. Margot Robbie.
God's perfect sculpture.
Wolf of Wall Street is one of my favorite movies. She does such a good job in that
Did
movie.
you see Barbie?
No, I haven't yet.
We all want to watch it. You're the only one that has seen it.
So good.
Let's
I wanna
watch it.
A perfect trilogy
Never-
to
It costs
me.
$20.
It costs 20 bucks.
It's for sale. Yeah.
A perfect trilogy
check
to
the
me,
rating.
in my
You could.
opinion,
But-
probably
I will
hot
buy
take,
it.
but it's
Just
not,
watch it.
and it's definitely not everyone's opinion. But a perfect trilogy to me is Nolan's Batman's. I love
Mm.
all three.
No,
Is there any
absolutely, I love all
perfect
three.
Disney movie?
Any perfect Disney
Aladdin.
movie?
Aladdin, Hunchback of Notre
I
Dame.
think Aladdin's a perfect Disney movie.
Aladdin's
Name
definitely
one.
one.
Aladdin.
I think Nightmare Before Christmas is perfect the way it is. I don't see anything wrong with it. Never have.
I think
I don't like every song from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I think my masterpiece of movies though
I
would
like
be
them all. I
twofold.
just don't like them all equivalently.
It'd be two movies for masterpiece movies for me. Would be Good Will Hunting and Shawshank Redemption.
That is my favorite Stephen King movie. So.
That is a really,
I think
really good movie.
Both of those movies hit me in ways that I wasn't expecting. The "you've been institutionalized" thing they kept pushing really made me feel pity for awful human beings, and I was like, damn,
Alright.
I feel bad.
I don't know if this is a perfect movie. It's a little bit older, but this movie has stuck with me from childhood. I think about it occasionally still. There's a movie, I don't know if anyone here has seen it, called Where the Red Ferns Grow.
Never
I've
seen
heard
it.
of it. I've
This
heard of
I
it.
movie-
think you've mentioned this movie.
Oh my gosh, it's so sad. This movie hits me so deeply every time I watch it. It's about a kid and his two best friends, his dogs. And
Oh yeah, I have heard of this.
Oof.
Do we think Lord of the Rings is perfect?
No.
No,
No.
too much walking.
Too long.
All right. Yeah.
Why didn't the Eagles just carry
I don't know. I don't know if too long's.
No, I think having it be
Yeah,
as
that's
long
it.
as it is the best way for the
Yeah.
movies to have adapted the books.
I think that I have some problems with the world as a whole. Why didn't the Eagles help them?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, one guy sent in mail to Tolkien asking why didn't the Eagles just fly them to the volcano, and he said because I fucking wrote it not to do that, you fucking idiot, or some shit like that.
That's the Stanley excuse. It's whatever character I.
I don't like Stanley's reasoning on that.
They don't have an answer for it. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
he gives that answer.
Well, I think he basically just said I don't care. I wanted to make my story, and I just enjoyed making it.
I mean, it's fair,
Which
but
is
also,
fair, but it is.
But it's
the-
also a
plot
plot
hole.
hole, you know. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it ruins your story if
You
it's
could've
not
written
such
it
a
off-
bad
you
thing.
could have said the Eagles were like busy with something else, or something.
Or they refused to fly directly into Mordor.
Yes.
Would have been a good
Yeah,
one.
they,
It's a
maybe they
perfect
called
slasher.
them on and they literally told
Halloween
them
is
no.
so.
Like I'm not flying into
What's
that.
wrong with it?
You
Yeah,
know?
they're not doing that.
Halloween
yeah.
one is very.
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, it's very.
What is it?
Halloween one.
I don't find
It's the original. Just
I don't
just
find
a
most
stalker.
slashers
Just a stalking dude.
as
I
entertaining.
think there is
Serious.
problems with it.
I-
How can he drive?
Oh, actually, that is a major problem I have
How
when I
the
watch.
fuck-
Yeah, I know how true.
Fly perfectly fine.
And he does bring that up. He says, "Well, someone must have given him lessons. He was doing very well last night."
But who did Michael Myers get along with well enough for them to teach him how to drive?
They didn't.
Yeah.
How does he
He
know
was
to
in an
drive?
asylum.
He
He's
can't. He doesn't
supernatural.
talk.
First,
So,
first
not
nod
enough.
that
They're
he's
students,
actually
but not enough.
supernatural.
Star Wars Episode 5.
So I was going to say yes. I was about to bring
Masterpiece.
that up.
Because while I think I like 6 more for particular high moments, I do think 5 is a masterpiece.
I
Five
don't
is
think I.
Well, I think because remember, I'm fairly new, like 4 years new to.
Huh?
Trying to think.
Find me one.
Yeah.
5 is
beginning to end,
5 is the
it's
hardest Star
amazing.
Wars movie to find any direct issues with.
Yeah. Six, I think, does a direct character assassination to Han.
Yeah, is your problem with it. I don't have that problem with it.
It's if how you look at this.
I-
him leaving and not finishing his training and everything, but then the third movie just makes it irrelevant anyways because he wins anyways.
Yeah.
There's
But
no
he's not-
repercussions.
But he's not stronger. He doesn't,
Except for
he doesn't win
well,
because
there
he's
is like a
better.
repercussion because he doesn't win there. He loses to Darth Vader.
He
and
loses to
his
Darth
Loses his hand.
Does
he has to
lose it,
leave.
He
yeah.
does have repercussions.
Yeah.
And even in the sixth one,
Yeah.
he never beats Vader. He
And
appeals to him emotionally.
That's
he's-
beating him
But,
eventually.
but he never beat him
Okay,
physically
he
and
was
pure
beating him
physical
physically,
force.
But that's only when he was tapping into the dark
dark
side.
side.
Yeah,
which
which
is
is because he didn't continue his training.
But then when
To
he
master
centered
himself.
himself and with the Jedi path, he turned off his lightsaber and beat him mentally, which is not beating him because he's a better lightsaber duelist.
I'll never
It's
join
beating
you.
him because he's.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
I also think that
his
what
son
I
and he has some
I think 5 is a masterpiece. I don't think 6 is a masterpiece because of the Ewoks or whatever the fuck they're called.
I like.
I find them funny, but they kind of are a big hiccup in the
Luke
movie.
didn't lose his hand.
I was
That's
My
the
big problem
biggest
is-
emotional turning point.
Nathan
He
tried to
looks
get me into Star
at
Wars
his
while we
father's
did a
hand gone now,
24-hour,
then he looks back
like
at his
all-nighter,
hand,
and
he
I'm
hit
now
his mouth,
watching
and he's like,
3
oh god.
movies back to back, and I'm falling asleep in all of them, and then all of a sudden my eyes open up a little bit. I was like, what the fuck are these things on the screen, bro? And
What's what?
when you tried to get me into Star Wars years ago, before I got into it on my own, and it was after we had already all been up like 36 hours, and then I'm
What was on
sitting
the screen?
the Ewoks, bro.
Oh, the Ewoks.
And I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I just see C-3PO being praised as a god, and I'm like, why is the worst
Dude,
character
this
getting
scene's
held
so
up?
sick. I love when they
The only flaw you can find in any Star Wars movie,
There has to be something.
the only flaw you can find in any Star Wars movie is C-3PO.
No, C-3PO's
No.
I hate
You
C-3PO.
mean Jar Jar?
Oh, well, that none of the sequels are masterpieces.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
okay,
Episode
so
3 is my favorite, but
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know,
it's...
That's Ace.
Rogue One's so
Okay,
fucking
yeah,
good.
Rogue One might be a masterpiece prequel film, actually.
I think for
I don't know if
trilogy,
it's perfect though.
I think for a trilogy, my pick would have to be, if we don't count the fourth one, Indiana Jones. The first 3 Indiana Joneses
you
are
guys
perfect
count it.
movies.
No.
Well, you could count each of those 3 as separate entries
I'll
then.
stomp on
Fifth
you.
one's out.
I got a better trilogy. And we've rewatched, and I've watched them 100 times. I don't see any problems with them. I love all 3. They're amazing. Back to the Future.
I got
Do we think
big
that's...
Third
problems
one-
with Back to the
third
Future.
one-
I love the Western. I love the Western.
Okay, also, okay. What about this? Terminator 2.
Oh, Terminator
I was
2
high
is
as
so
fuck.
good.
I was high as fuck. I just thought I was watching the Silver Surfer on screen, bro.
It's the
Especially
perfect
for any
Terminator,
franchise.
that's for
Very
sure.
good. It's the best Terminator. Yeah.
Same with Aliens.
Aliens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think...
Alien?
Yes.
Which one's better, Alien or
Aliens.
Alien.
The
Yes.
isolation or more aliens?
More aliens.
I think...
I don't know.
Hey, is Aliens the one where she gets the cool mech suit?
Yes.
Aliens
no,
is the better
no,
one.
that's Alien 1.
That's Alien 1? Alien 1's the better movie.
Isn't it?
Aliens 2.
It's Aliens.
Is that Aliens?
Aliens.
Yeah.
The one with the mech suit's the better movie.
Alien 1 is... She's just running away, hiding the
What
entire
is Aliens?
movie.
Yeah, no, Alien at the end is when it's on the
Yeah.
ship
For
with
some
her.
reason, I keep on forgetting.
The mech
But...
suit is
An Alien and Alien.
Also, Aliens has Newt. Man, come on.
Okay, so I don't think it's a
I'm
mass...
gonna bring it up again, though. Thing. I think that is a perfect.
I do think that is a perfect horror movie. I can hit you
Sets
with...
it up so good.
Kai, I can hit you with... I could do you one better of leaving out one movie of a series and saying the rest are masterpieces. Rocky, if you leave out the 5th one.
Which one?
Rocky, if you leave out the
Rocky's
5th one and the rest of them.
Good.
Rocky 1 through 4 are like really good movies.
I like Rocky 5 though.
I did not enjoy Rocky
I don't
5.
think it's like I don't think it's as good as the other Rocky movies, but I don't think it's like bad.
Which one's is Rocky 5 the one where he's like, touch me, I'll shoot? No, 4 is
Yeah, no,
Drago.
I like Drago. Wait, no, 4 Drago? Yeah, that one.
Because 3 is Mr. T.
What's the 5th one? Is that the rematch?
The third
Yeah,
one's the rematch?
I believe so.
The second one's
The second one's the rematch.
Yeah, second one's the rematch.
The 5th
Third,
one's Drago.
no, it's not. The 4th one's Drago. The 3rd one's Mr. T.
Yeah.
What's
What's
the
the
fifth?
5th one?
It's like I believe it's the one set after he's already retired, and it has the touch me and I'll sue.
No, it's not. No. Yes, it is that one. It's
Yeah.
when he's training the apprentice,
Yeah.
Tommy Gunn, and that movie's not that great.
Oh yeah, no, okay, never mind.
Oh, is that where they
Yeah.
have the street
But
fight?
then-
Yes, and he's like, touch me and I'll sue.
Yeah.
You know.
He's retired, he comes back
Yeah,
for a
no,
change.
Drago is the 4th one because it's my
Street
favorite of
Fight
them.
is
Okay.
cool, but it didn't give me the satisfaction of
Of
that
Rocky,
fight in
yeah.
the ring.
Creed is a great movie.
Creed is.
Creed is
I did not pay attention when I watched it. No,
What
I
did it do?
I do like that he takes an L though.
It's just not my favorite. So therefore,
It does recognize
In his
stuff.
mind.
Okay, one thing, they make Creed a cheater. He cheats on his wife and has a kid. Because Creed is a baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They
He
make
cheats on his
Creed a
wife.
cheater.
And that right there
That's
makes
true.
Creed, makes Apollo Creed a fucking cheater, and that's not perfect.
Makes it harder to reconcile with that fact when you rewatch Rocky. I do.
The first Predator.
I never seen it.
Very good. I don't know if I consider it a masterpiece, but it is very.
I don't know if any movie Arnold Schwarzenegger has been in would actually be able to qualify as a
Terminator 2.
masterpiece.
We just
Terminator
said.
2,
Right.
True Lies.
I was high as
man.
fuck
He
for.
did not finish it because he fell asleep during it.
True Lies is
So good.
I think
There's no perfect Arnold Schwarzenegger.
a perfect slasher flick,
See, I don't consider
Yeah,
it
jingle all the
slasher
way.
perfect.
because slashers are not perfect inherently.
I'm not a huge horror fan, guy.
One of my favorite slashers though is the best Friday the 13th, part 5 and part 6.
Part 6 is my
It's my favorite, but part 5 I do think is really
Okay,
good.
Die Hard.
Ooh, the first.
Never seen it.
Die Hard's amazing.
Never seen
A
it.
masterpiece, though.
But I love.
Pulp Fiction.
I love. Pulp Fiction's great.
This is not even my favorite movie.
Reservoir Dogs.
Also not
I don't.
that one's worse than Pulp Fiction.
I don't know what.
But it's still a good
Pulp
movie
Fiction's
'cause it's
my favorite
Tarantino.
anymore. I don't know. I really, really like Django Unchained.
Is it The Hateful Eight?
No. Glorious Bastards, baby.
Still haven't watched it.
It's so good.
Is that a perfect movie?
No, I got a problem with it.
You know, I once heard a saying in a new song I've been listening
Saving
to.
Private Ryan is like my favorite
And
war movie.
in a new song I've been listening to, there's a reference to Tarantino. He's like, love is not a lie. It's just like a Tarantino scene. And I don't know what that means, but it is so fucking funny that is a lyric. I have not.
Very good. He didn't direct that movie. He only wrote it. But it's
So
still
it's not an ending.
They're both great.
I do think Pulp Fiction has some of the best dialogue in movies, though, with regards to Samuel L.
is
Jackson.
amazing.
His "Do you speak English?"
Yeah, that's like one of the best.
is so fucking funny. Him reciting the Bible consistently when he's
love the way that movie
Captain
is.
America: Winter Soldier.
from MCU. It is my favorite MCU movie.
I really like the first Cap, man. I love that first movie.
I really like Civil War.
Civil War's also
Civil War's
really
really
good.
And
Also doesn't have
Infinity War is also very
Very good movie. Yeah.
better than Endgame.
If you, yeah, definitely, 100%. I don't even.
Love Endgame,
But it's got some problems.
Didn't really stick the landing.
It's a time heist.
I think I don't know if they. I like the movie a lot.
Yeah.
The scene of them all coming through the
Yeah.
portals
But
is
also
crazy.
because I'm a nerd, so I love Endgame, but I think Infinity War just has like better writing, better stories.
All right, so here's another topic for you. It's just a little branch topic of this one.
Before I wanted to end
Okay, you're good.
Uno, the card game.
No, because their official rules are a lot more lame than the house rules you play with.
Yeah, but also I hate it when people do house rules.
I love it.
Because I'm a stickler for rules.
No.
and, house
No,
rules.
being able to stack plus fours.
Do not put a +2 on a +2. That's so dumb.
No, it's great. It's great. You don't understand being so cooked with a bunch of coworkers playing Uno and then having every +2 that gets stacked, all the people that already went out screaming.
Okay, do you think Terraria is a
I
perfect
do live in
game?
Monopoly a little
Yes.
bit because, but the only one really is that you can't.
No, I've told you on anything this. I think the mods have more issues because there's more issues that Terraria didn't have.
Makes it better. I don't know if it's a perfect game.
No, that's why I can't say Skyrim's a perfect game because the mods do objectively make Skyrim a better game. But Terraria, I have issues with the mods that are separate from Terraria itself, such as it ruins the balance of the game. Like if you play the Calamity mod, you get a weapon that allows you to defeat the first 3 bosses without any difficulty of base game Terraria. And I think that it's fun because it's more content, but it ain't perfect content. You know what I mean? They're fun and they're great, but they're
I mean,
not.
to be able to do that,
Masterpiece.
They would have to like somehow make sure the weapons are like balanced throughout the.
Yeah, you can
sections
do
of
it.
the game.
You can do that. It just but the problem is whenever anyone criticizes the developer of Calamity, he throws a fucking bitch fit and bans you from the Reddit.
That's him not liking the person.
No, I'm saying the problem is that it does have flaws, and anytime someone's like, "Hey, do you think you could fix this?" he goes, he doesn't want to fix them, which is it's his right.
What about
Like, it's his right. Pokemon Fire Red is the best remake. Well, Heart Gold Soul Silver exists. The best Pokemon game though is Black and White. So
Emerald is.
But can you count that as 2 games? See, that's okay. I guess that is a problem because.
Am I just a weirder? I love yellow.
So which means that they're not perfect unless they're together.
well, since the games are pretty much the same.
Otherwise, we're missing Pokemon.
I love
If you're
Crystal,
missing
too.
Pokemon, that means that you're not perfect.
No, not in my mind, because some of those Pokemon just don't affect me.
They're making DLCs. By
Some of the Pokemon that are changed don't affect me, or I pick the game that I like more of the Pokemon.
I guess, but
Also, if I just have friends, I can get the Pokemon anyways.
yeah, but it has to be.
Spider-Man.
It has to be influenced from another game.
Spider-Man, perfect game.
Josh said that at the start of this topic.
Yeah, except for the second one. Yeah, but it's pretty goddamn perfect. It's pretty damn perfect.
I think the second one is.
It's pretty damn perfect so far.
Who are the peak cinema villains?
Peak Cinema Darth Vader.
Darth Vader is the easiest easiest choice.
Oh, I don't pick Voldemort.
Oh, we said peak.
Yeah.
We said peak.
He said that said mid.
I just thought you guys were saying cinema villains.
Thanos, I think, deserves to be in the category at this point. I think he deserves to be.
No, I think his plan's too flawed.
Well, yeah, well, Darth Vader is also a flawed character.
Yeah, but I mean, Darth Vader-
Fundamentally.
That's important.
Following the bitch fucking Emperor? Come on.
Like, no, it's not even just that. It's not even that as a character.
He's not.
But no, my big flaw about Darth Vader from a writing standpoint is the fact that he follows Palpatine after being lied to directly.
Fucking lights out.
What he was, if you consider everything in the Star Wars franchise, he was going to betray Palpatine. That was his plan. His plan was to betray Palpatine.
I mean, it was, but I think the movies themselves did not showcase that. So for the cinema's sake, I don't think it really does him that justice.
Is a peak cinema villain.
But which one?
And Darth Vader. all the way through.
Both.
No, doesn't count.
Anakin's very.
Heath Ledger is a peak
Heath
cinema.
Ledger.
I also think Jack Nicholson is also a peak cinema.
Damn, so you don't even mention Joaquin Phoenix. That is crazy to me.
Is he really the villain of that
I
story?
mean, he's the main character.
I think he is definitely a bad person, but he's a bad person that got forced to be that got mentally pushed to being a bad person.
One bad day is all it takes.
It is all it takes for a mentally fucked up person that's already struggling. One bad day can cause him to
He
snap.
has the opinion that one bad day is all it takes for anyone.
Who has that opinion?
Joker. That's
Oh, yeah,
the plot
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
it
villain
is.
joke, is that one bad day is all it takes.
Which I don't think that's the
He tried
case.
to drive Jim Gordon insane by killing his wife, maiming his daughter.
Because he is in the first one.
I don't. I think does Jim Gordon go insane in the storyline? Or
He
not?
starts to, but Batman
Pulls him back to
and
reality.
he pulls him back to reality, and Batman stops
So-
Joker, and that prevents him from going insane.
I
Gordon was going insane.
do you think Joker? I think honestly, if you are a normal person with no
Spectre.
concern about just killing Joker when you get the chance, you could potentially beat him because he's gonna show up in front of you to play games and you're gonna aim a gun at him. It's like, you won't shoot me, and then you just do, and then he's like, that wasn't part of the plan. That wasn't part of the plan.
Well, Joker would never just show up in front of you and say that. Joker would think he would have to think he had the upper
He would have to think that you wouldn't do it.
Bucky was a great.
He would have to think he would have the upper hand. He would have a contingency. Joker's incredibly smart.
That's true, but like, what if Batman did just kill him in a lot of the moments where he could have?
Batman at times has, but
But like, what if in the main canon, Batman just killed him? Just yeah, but the point is if Joker's idea is that all it takes is one bad day, and all Batman has to do is finally be like, you know what? I'll kill one of them, see if it improves things,
The Thing.
and just throws the batarang to slice his throat.
The Thing is a great villain.
The Mountain.
Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Jack Nicholson is shining, but
he's
he's
a great villain for me.
No, I said the peak cinema villains.
Yes, it's just actually.
No, the boy is the main character.
I guess.
What's the other thing talking to him? Tommy or Daniels as the main character. Because I made fun of that shit while we were watching that movie together so much.
It's like Tommy or something.
Oh, peak villains in cinema and TV shows would definitely include probably some Game of Thrones characters.
Oh, bro, Gus is a great.
Gus, yeah. Cersei.
Yeah,
Cersei, I do think, is a phenomenal villain. Is very hateable. I said if we include shows, then there are a lot that could be included. Like Cersei, I think. While I do think she was character assassinated in the final season, like everyone.
Don't agree with Thanos.
I agree with Thanos because here's my flaw.
Top villain.
Here's the thing. Thanos' presence.
Set up, and
But
then
here's the
gets
thing.
there, I think he pulls it off.
Thanos' presence and his pop culture capabilities, his presence, his relevance.
Double the resources.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Thanos is not a smart man, and they do
Thanos is incredibly intelligent.
not in the MCU
That's just not true.
because they do determine
Why
that.
didn't he just make infinite resources?
Because they do determine that if someone had actually explained to him why his plan is flawed and was a fairly charming dude, Thanos would have stopped it based off What If and T'Challa talking to Thanos.
So, yeah, I just.
So, like, what if T'Challa just sat down, invited him to Wakanda, gave him the fucking headbands and shit, bro? It was just like,
don't think
what's up,
T'Challa
bro?
qualifies in my mind as a perfect villain. I also know too much about the comics, and Thanos in the comics fucking sucks.
But what about, like, Thanos in the MCU has some of the greatest cinema quotes, though?
He's got a lot of great lines.
Like, that, I think, is also important for a villain.
All things should be. That's
I can make reality whatever I want.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, it's a peak
The
line.
Wicked Witch of the West.
All that for a drop of blood.
DC, that's like very dominant.
Was he not
Very-
a crazy villain?
No, that's
He was a perfect villain, but
no, it's not DC.
does he have the
No, it's
presence?
DC.
You seen No Country for Old Men?
No, I know I need to.
He
a great
lived
villain.
through
He's
multiple
crazy.
ages and shit like that. He,
Kang, no, not King the Conqueror. You're talking about Vandal Savage.
yeah, Vader Savage.
He's DC's best villain in my opinion. I love Vandal Savage.
Huh?
He's
That guy.
amazing.
Yeah, he is crazy.
Peak villain.
No, that's not that guy. The dude from Inglourious Bastards is one of the
Hitler?
No.
I've never seen the movie. That is my guess of the villain.
No, he's the minor villain.
Okay. 'Cause I was getting ready to say, bro, that's a Nazi movie, bro. What?
Hans Gruber is his name.
Hans Gruber is a big general in Nazi military. So yeah, probably.
What are we talking about?
Inglourious Bastards, he said, has a peak villain.
Hell.
He's not a villain. I would argue light.
The main protagonist.
That's an antagonist, though, not
Hans Landa.
a villain. But that's not a villain.
What's this guy?
Hmm.
He's not a good actor, and he does such a good job. At the beginning of that movie.
Yeah, I'm talking like a villain, you know?
Perfect anime villain? Madara?
No, his ending sucked.
No, he's not perfect.
Pain is pretty close.
Pain, yeah, Pain is better.
Pain is a closer shout to perfect because his idea of no one else understands what I went through, so I'm going to make them understand by doing the same to them is a good motivation for a psychopath.
Okay.
Simple.
Do they have to have an understandable motivation? Because does a villain have to have an understandable motivation?
Did you already bring up the main villain of Monster?
I did not. Johan.
Uh,
I haven't watched
Peak.
enough of it. I don't know things to say, but.
King from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, Miriam. Yeah. Yeah, Miriam is
Oh, Miriam?
Miriam is peak.
Yeah, he's great.
And I think that his dichotomy with Gon slowly becoming more monster-like through to his human is actually such a simple yet very beautiful story.
Oh, you want to say like perfect fucking
And the ending
anime
was very
villain?
so
Because it's like Gon goes through loss, and Miriam goes through gaining a friendship. Who was it?
Villain.
Who?
Griffith.
Griffith is a perfect villain,
Fucking my boy Eisen?
but
Rachel is a perfect villain because of how much I hate
Rachel is a peak choice. Yes.
Yeah, Dio Brand.
Dio's a little over the top.
Yes, but the iconicness of
He's very iconic.
Yeah, but Voldemort's also iconic, yet he's kind of mid.
Yeah, but Dio comes back so many times.
Roll the roller.
Bradley
Dio
from
comes
Full
back
Metal.
one time.
Comes back more.
Oh, again? They did the Palpatine thing?
But not the same one. It's very weird. It's JoJo's. Somehow Dio has returned.
Exactly!
No, it's
Palpatine? God damn it!
no, but he's not the main villain anymore. Like he's never the main villain again.
Just another.
And he never actually comes back. It's more of just a hint that like some crazy shit happens.
Rachel. Perfect villain.
Perfect villain.
All of my-
The villain of Hunter x
Actually, a perfect Disney villain.
Perfect villain. He is so evil. I hate him so much, and it works so well for his character.
It does. He is a peak villain. I do think Rachel is a peak villain.
I hate
If the villain is so good,
Sir, Lilo and Stitch.
if the villain is so good, I want them off my screen.
As death.
No villain has ever made me feel sick.
Okay, Death and Puss in Boots.
Oh my god.
That is a good cinema villain. The whistling every time he's nearby and seeing fucking Puss in Boots just panicking.
Scantily and Knee High. Perfect villains. The exact opposite of the main heroes in both ways, and it's a very funny twist that the demons are prim and proper and the angels are terrible.
What about
Main villain in Fullmetal Alchemist.
which one?
Father?
Yeah, Father.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
I
he's
say
the
King
best
Bradley.
villain though. For
King Bradley is crazy.
Bradley's pretty amazing.
King Bradley would be my preferred villain. Yeah.
More than Father.
Suzuki from Psychopath. God, no.
Code Geass.
No. What the fuck? Did I say Psychopath?
You did.
No, I meant Mob Psycho.
Spawn's pretty good.
Askeladd.
I don't consider Askeladd a villain literally past the prologue.
Elizabeth.
He's more of just an antagonistic force that's not full
Vicious.
villain. Sid Vicious. Yeah, that's the wrestler. Vicious.
Sid Vicious as in the famous
Cowboy
Cowboy
Bebop.
Oh, is that also the singer of the Sex
Sid Vicious
Pistols?
is the name of the famous, bass or guitar player of the Sex Pistols who killed his wife and then died.
No, I'm confusing way too many Sids and Viciouses in my name.
Bro, straight up God and Girth the God.
No, I don't think Vicious from Cowboy Bebop is a perfect villain.
That's fucking
Vicious.
crazy
That guy's name is not
fight.
Sid Vicious is the one of them.
You know what went through my head? Psycho Sid, a wrestler. Sid Vicious, the Sex Pistols guy, and Vicious from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Boogeyman.
Scar from
The Boogeyman
fucking
from
Lion
Lions?
King.
It's crazy.
I think that, you know what?
I mean, peak Disney villain is the
Sephiroth?
dad and the father figure.
Fairy
And then
Godmother in
fucking.
Shrek 2.
Oh, she's such a bitch.
Been a very long time since Shrek 2. Don't remember much.
Such a bitch.
What about the peacock guy we
She
just
is
watched
probably,
in
like,
Kung
the
Fu
best
Panda 2?
villain. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Rumpelstiltskin's actually crazy.
Yeah, I feel like
Rumpelstiltskin is crazy and probably worse than Fairy
Right.
Godmother.
I mean, he is a peak cock,
Fairy
but, you know.
Godmother didn't enslave the ogres.
What about Dark Danny?
bro, we're forgetting
Vlad?
Doodle
Vlad from Danny?
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob.
Perfect villain, no
Crazy
flaws.
villain of SpongeBob.
Alright, these are
What about
top
the
Disney
sea
villains.
cucumber guy?
Ursula.
What about the sea cucumber guy
Maleficent. Gaston.
from SpongeBob? The guy that goes jellyfishing with him, and he keeps getting stung.
Yes.
What's the dude who puts the pickles under his tongue?
Bubble Bass.
Bubble
Perfect
Bass.
villain.
Yeah, he is.
What about the flounder dude that's always bullying the fuck out of SpongeBob and can't actually hurt him?
Yep.
That guy's also a
Syndrome from
perfect
The
villain.
Incredibles.
Yes, Syndrome.
Actually, is a perfect Pixar villain. Yeah.
Syndrome and fucking Hades.
I really like the villain from Up.
We should watch Jungle
That is a perfect movie, by the way. I really like
think
it.
Up.
Shere Khan from Jungle Book. The tiger.
I don't know if I would consider Shere
He's
Khan
good.
a perfect villain.
No, I do think the perfect villain from a Pixar movie is Syndrome.
How about
And
Randall from
I love Randall.
From what?
He's a good villain.
Randall.
From what?
Is Randall the main villain,
From-
He's
or
not,
is
though.
Mr. Walker?
He's
not?
not.
From what? From what?
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Great.
Oh, that guy. Dude, the only time I watched that with you was when we took those Eddies, bro.
Yasma from Emperor's New Groove.
Yzma?
Kronk is-
Yzma?
Oh, yeah. Kronk is the perfect villain.
Hey, Cusco.
Hey,
Actually, right.
Nice cock.
Nice cock. Okay, let me give it a little inspection.
Syndrome is
No,
just
girls never
perfect.
disappoint.
Nice tits. I give him a B.
The evil queen.
Hey, no.
8 out of 10.
Oh, piercings. Very nice.
I love
You
those
like Shrek
videos,
4,
bro.
right?
I like Shrek.
Yeah, so
4,
Rumpelstiltskin
Rumpelstiltskin's
It's
good.
fucking evil.
I think the fairy godmother is still over him in my tier list. Though.
What about?
She's not worse than him though.
Okay.
He is
Such a
so.
good-
Are there
such a
any-
good plot.
but okay.
She is.
Let me ask you a question. Scar from Lion King, bro.
Scar is an asshole.
The humans from Bambi.
No.
You know what's a main villain to Bambi and his whole family? Cars.
I do hate the fucking hunter in Fox and the Hound. I hate that cunt.
Ka-chow. That's one of the few things I picked up while watching that at work.
Yo, the villain.
Watching
in
children as
Cars,
well.
bro.
It's great.
The green car.
The green car from
No,
Cars,
he says,
yeah.
Kuchiga. No, Kerchow's Lightning McQueen. He goes, Kuchiga, Kuchiga,
Kuchiga.
Kuchiga, Kuchiga. That is so good.
Oh, Hopper.
From Bugs
Bugs
Life.
Life.
Oh,
I like
he's
Buzz
cool.
Lightyear.
What do you think of A Bug's Life?
I like it.
He's cool. I like
Josh thinks it's the worst Pixar movie.
Bog King.
Oh, the Bog King is a great villain, but he's not the villain. He's actually the hero.
What about Bruce from Finding Nemo, bro?
Wrong. He's not the villain. If anything,
Bruce ain't the fucking villain
So
though.
he's the one
He's
trying
a
to
villain.
fix everything.
yeah, actually,
He's like
the,
a
the
small
villain of that
villain,
movie
and it's
is
because he
the
fucking got high on
fiancé.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
He
villain.
literally became a meth head.
No,
Switches up. It's like
The
Shrek.
human
Bruce?
is the fucking villain.
Yeah,
The
Bruce
fucking little
is-
girl
It's like
is the
Shrek.
villain.
yeah, the human I don't think is even the villain. The little girl is
The little
villain
girl
of that
is the villain.
villain.
Twinkle, twinkle,
Yo.
little star.
Yo, if we're going with
Finding Nemo.
SpongeBob
Oh,
though,
yeah.
Bigger Boot from the movie.
Oh, Bigger Boot. That's the top villain right there.
SpongeBob the movie.
SpongeBob movie.
The guy that collects all the sea creatures for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's
Oh,
absolutely creepy.
actually, peak villains though. This is not even me joking. This is me being dead serious, and you guys are gonna either laugh about it or agree. Team Rocket, Jesse and James and Meowth. Peak villains. I do not care. They are comedic relief,
This sucks so
but they are peak every time they are on screen.
They're iconic,
American
but I
Dragon.
don't know if they're
His
peak.
dad.
They are some of the greatest characters in
They
Pokemon
are,
though.
like my favorite
American-
They are my favorite characters. I want to get a Team Rocket tattoo.
Dude,
Not
fucking
What is that?
make
They were
it
going
double,
to
baby.
make it
Let's
his
Make it
it
double.
They decided not to.
Prepare for trouble.
That's why he looks so
Make
much
it
similar.
double.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, he's crazy.
It's
They changed that.
just
vibe,
peak.
But it was supposed to be.
But that's why they're some of my favorite villains because they are not serious
They're
at all.
So good.
You can just not. You don't have to take them seriously. But they're
Codename
still
Kids
interesting.
Next Door. The fucking
Father.
Yeah, father.
Father.
Oh, I need to rewatch Codename Kids Next Door, bro.
Father is
Um,
the fox from Courage.
Oh.
yo, you know who's
Yeah,
becoming.
That one was really
You know who's becoming a really good one.
What?
That I think in the making when the show is done will be considered
Fair
a perfect TV villain is Homelander.
Homelander will probably definitely
Go down as a
one of the
perfect
most
villain.
Perfect TV villains.
Yeah, Homelander is so good.
Homelander gives me like when I watch
Bobby Mack.
the show, I get scared when Homelander's on screen. But I'm like something
In
bad's
real
about to
life,
really happen.
Myself.
In real life,
We wouldn't be having this conversation if Homelander was real because he would show up.
You're the girl on top of the building. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna jump. I would have already jumped. The second he landed, I would have jumped.
Yeah, I would have been like, nope, not dealing with it. Nope.
Not dealing with this. I don't want to know the things you know.
Like, nope.
It's like if Jeff Bezos was God.
Yeah,
I
like
don't want to know the
I'm no longer. I'm just don't talk to me. Actually,
I don't ever want to have an interaction with you.
it's like when the guy starts robbing you and decides to take off his ski mask while his gun's aimed at you, and I'm like, could you not do that now? Like, I was not going to, like, if I reported you to the police with the ski mask on, they probably would not be able to catch you.
I love Loki.
Loki's a good villain.
Yeah, but MCU Loki has a lot of flaws of no longer being a villain.
That's true.
Yeah, he's not a villain anymore. He changed his
Very
ways.
changed.
But that's only one version.
You change your ways for Owen Wilson too.
Wow.
He changed his ways in the Thor.
Yeah, but there's different.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean.
And I don't think
Chow, baby.
I don't think any MCU
Oh,
I don't think any
villain?
MCU villain except for
Ultron?
Thanos would hit it.
Ultron
I
was
think
just
Ultron's
right.
better than Thanos.
I do like
Ultron
Ultron's
was
voice
just
a lot.
right.
And also, I love that there's no strings on me as he's disappearing from the
God,
when,
yeah,
when he
fucking
hacks into their
Pinocchio.
when he hacks into their system and he starts fighting them at the first time they fight when he's all the
When
broken
he-
robots.
Yeah, and he's like
And then
talking.
as he dies, as they beat him and he dies, he goes, "There's no strings on me."
Well, my favorite scene is
His
when
ears are
he's
so good.
using one of his like.
Who is the
fucked up
perfect
butts to
hero?
walk into the fucking room while they're all just.
Who is
After that scene, that's when
Yeah.
he says the
who is the perfect hero? Embodies everything a hero should be.
Superman.
Superman, Spider-Man, and Captain America would probably be my bets.
No way home.
Those three
But
truly
it's not my
embody it.
favorite.
was
None of those
going
are,
to.
Spider-Man's pretty close to my favorite, but that,
Wolverine's
Spider-Man is,
Wolverine's my
perfect hero.
favorite.
Spider-Man and Superman. Superman's the embodiment of a hero.
And he found another solution.
Yep.
Everyone was telling him, kill him, just kill him. Even monks were telling him.
His own people said, "Bro, you gotta forget about our shit, bro."
With literally, it's just like they told me not to do that. They like this is our teachings, and he said, and it doesn't matter. We don't have any other option.
And then he found it.
And he
found
found
it.
another.
He
option.
found a
He's saying
spiritual-
he is the perfect.
Because of how good,
Spider-Man goes a little too crazy sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, he loses it.
He loses it.
and there's evil versions of Spider-Man that we
Same
know
with,
of.
Same with Superman.
What about
But
Captain
they know
America,
they
Steve
know he can be
Rogers?
broken. He can be
Steve
broken.
Rogers,
I love
Captain
Spider-Man, though.
America, is pretty great.
Like he never breaks. Like Steve Rogers never really breaks.
But he was a part of the Illuminati.
Does Miles ever go
of
dark?
He
Marvel,
does.
and he
There are
is.
seasons
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't. It was Iron Man. It was T'Challa, Namor, Professor X.
Mhm.
Who the fuck else? Reed Richards.
Okay, so but after
Captain
that,
America?
when Captain America finds out about the Illuminati and disbands it, he remakes it with Iron Man,
Oh.
Reed Richards, and Charles Xavier. So actually, and that's when and Namor, and that's when the Earth collision events start happening. And when the Earth collision events start happening, the Illuminati decide instead of trying to find another solution, they just have to destroy the. They just have to destroy the other world. So. Yeah, you tried to glasses push me, and then you were wrong. It's like that dude at the. It's like that
Where are we
dude at
at?
the comedy show.
Kogia.
An hour and a half.
So we have one more topic. The Pokemon.
It's like the dude at
Yeah.
the comedy
He redeems
show.
himself at the end.
Who?
My perfect superhero though is probably the MCU Steve
He
Rogers
is
at least.
a villain.
Have you
He's not
have you
a
seen
villain.
that comedy
He redeems
show?
himself
I've
'cause
watched
he
it on
gets
short
himself
sometimes
killed.
where the
He
guy
makes
says
the world
that
a better
I'm like
place.
Spider-Man
Yes, at the
with
very
black
end.
suit.
He makes the world
And
a
he
better
says
place, and
that
he
the
takes
one guy
himself
calls
out
out
because he
that
knows
that's
the
Venom,
the
and he
world
goes,
won't be a
"No,
better
actually,
place without
Spider-Man
him."
had a suit before Venom."
No, I love
so
those
you
guys.
thought you were a nerd that was trying to correct me, but then you just made yourself look like a worse nerd than me.
My perfect superhero is Steve Rogers. I would feel safer if Steve Rogers from the MCU existed.
I got an answer. What's his name?
I got an answer.
Fact does not have an
No,
answer.
the bicycle guy. Moomin Rider?
Moomin Rider is in fact a
Moomin
Moomin
perfect
Rider is the
hero.
perfect hero right there. He done fall
From
first.
One Punch Man.
Moomin Rider does
He
show
does
up
the
to
right thing,
save the
even though
day.
he doesn't have the power to.
And Garo is the perfect fucking badass villain.
You're just edgy. Moomin Rider is the perfect villain. I mean, hero when he shows up for the Deep Sea King. You know, he
Yes.
he just he does the fucking Akira drift into that motherfucker with his bicycle. And if it wasn't for him, actually, Saitama might not have shown up in
How has he
time.
not broken his limits?
Actually,
True.
hopefully the manga will have
Come
him
on,
break his
One Punch
limits.
Man, just teach him.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you just need to do this and we'll break your limits.
I think that outside of that, let's do the last topic. We're at an hour and a half. Give me an animal
He's a great hero.
that you would choose as your Pokemon. Give me an alive animal that you would choose as your Pokemon.
Okay.
That's just
So-
sleep.
Prehistoric animal
Mm-hmm.
would be a saber tooth.
Okay.
An animal now, I'd love to have a little sugar glider Pokemon. That'd be dope.
I'm making
You're going to die.
Yeah, my gorilla fucks up.
My grizzly bear fucks you up, bro. We just
I don't
win.
necessarily want. a
Yo,
Pokemon.
you get a gorilla, I get a grizzly bear. We'll finally settle the debate.
We'll finally settle the.
We'll have our Pokemon battle.
Pokemon battle.
polar bear.
A polar bear would do much better than a grizzly.
Yeah,
It's like
Barratic.
a
Barratic
A
is,
tiger is a good shout. They are scary creatures.
Barratic is crazy.
I think
a polar bear would fuck up a tiger.
is the
And sure mass of how big a fucking polar bear
No, no,
is.
ti-
It would beat
tiger-
the shit out of
It depends. If you throw them in an arena, yeah, probably. But if you let a
Also,
tiger
polar
just
bears
hunt
are
one down, I think it could
extremely
succeed.
aggressive. It will fucking rip the.
But I
fuck
think
out
if you
of
actually,
a fucking
I think a tiger could succeed in hunting one down though in the proper
It
environment.
all depends on who gets that good first neck bite.
Like especially if the tiger gets a jump off a tree.
Polar bear versus saber tooth.
Polar bear,
They would
I
kill
think,
it.
demolishes a
Stop it.
saber tooth.
It would kill that.
You know what would be a good shout? This will test
Not
your.
as big as a fucking polar bear.
That's time to Google
Polar
this.
bears
Fact
so
checking.
huge. And they're aggressive.
Ooh, a mammoth. That'd be a cool Pokemon.
Yes, it would. I thought about elephant earlier. I was like, elephants
Yeah.
would be like
A
awesome.
megalodon.
That's not a thing, is it?
Only
Is
An
it?
elephant Pokemon? Yeah, there's the one that's like.
Yeah, there's a
turquoise
bunch
and
of
orange
elephants
and
at
has the
Pokemon.
big.
Oh,
There's a bunch
they
of
were more.
Swine, yeah.
They were smaller but heavier lions, pretty much. A bit smaller but a lot denser in muscle and weight.
Yeah. The spinny one.
Saber-tooth
that's an
tigers.
elephant. It turns into a fucking wheel.
Yeah, and he got the metal form and
Oh,
the new.
yeah, Dawn fan.
Yeah, Don
Fan.
Fan, he's a fucking elephant.
Starts off as a really cute Pokemon Fampi.
There's a lot of elephants actually.
I think what I would choose as a Pokemon would be a grizzly bear, but if I had to choose a prehistoric creature, I would choose a giant sloth. I don't know if you've heard of
I'd
them.
want mine to be ghost type.
They're
If I
terrifying.
just want a cute one,
Bronchiosaurus.
I probably would pick like a red panda.
Pick the largest creature to ever exist on Earth.
That is crazy. That neck game, bro.
What do you mean by
It's just
Pokemon? Do
super
they have
giraffe.
powers?
No, it's just they have like you can command them as if they'll follow your every instruction to a T. Like it's a Pokemon in the game, you know.
Sounds like a slave to me.
I mean, we can do that with dogs, bro.
Do that with dogs.
True.
So I
I
think
feed them
Cats,
and
they
pick
actually
up their
give a fuck.
shit. They're a pet, not a slave.
giant sloths though are one of the best Ice Age creatures.
Oh, Sid.
Yeah, Sid is not as.
Sid's crazy.
So to give you a perspective, they were called the large clawed
Ruckus?
sloth or
They're about
megalonyx, and they were 10 feet tall and weighed 2,200
You just
pounds.
cheated. You looked up the best answer.
Well, I knew this animal existed beforehand.
I picked a Bronchiosaurus if we're doing prehistoric animals. He's giant. Nothing can beat him. He's huge.
Mythical dragon. It's a giant dragon, or like a phoenix.
Yeah, let me pick a drag.
Yeah, if we're going into like, oh, a chimera would be cool.
Ooh,
A chimera would be awesome.
what is it called? It's like a bird with the lion's head. Or do I have that backwards?
No, not the Sphinx. It's
Manticore?
no. What he's talking about is
Does he have a bird face?
Yeah,
bird
it's
face,
either
lion
bird face,
body,
lion
with a
body.
Yeah, Griffin.
Griffin.
No.
Griffin.
Yeah.
There's griffin, chimeras, and
Yeah, I
manticores.
was gonna say I'd pick a chimera over a griffin though.
I'd pick a chimera over a manticore too.
A wolf not a wolf. A lion body and
A
face,
Pegasus.
giant wings, and
You
a
could
snake
fly.
tail. That's a chimera.
A Pegasus.
You could fly.
But mine can also fly.
You know-
It's also a dragon. It's also a lion
Hydra would be
and
sick.
You know what would be a pretty strong animal to have? A Clydesdale horse that follows your every command. They are fucking huge. And imagine that
Budweiser ones?
they're the muscly bound fur on the bottom.
The
You see
white
them
fur
at
on the
bush.
bottom?
Yeah, you see them at
Yeah.
bush. They look like they're roided up. And imagine that thing kicking any other animal as hard as it could at your command. That would
They're
fucking suck. They are like 2,000 pounds, bro. I want one so badly, but
I
they
didn't know
scare
how
me
strong
so
a
much.
Giraffe was till like last year.
Giraffes are fucking huge, dude.
I saw a guy
You see the
get
fucking
like
flipping their
kicked
fucking
by
necks.
one, and I was like, oh
They
shit.
flip their necks
Throat
dead. They've got, like,
Goats, bro.
fucking- They've got those little
Little tiny stubby horns.
They hit you with those little stubby
It's like a
horns.
fucking. It's like a mace hitting you, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a bludgeoning tool. Just to fucking kill you.
Yeah. A Hydra would be sick.
I think. You know what's funny though is because giraffes are so tall, their weakness is actually small creatures because they don't know how to fight like hyenas that all come out because they can't swing their necks down low enough to actually
I'd
fight
get
them.
Megalodon for my Pokemon.
I mean, you'd be untouchable in the sea. You get stranded in the ocean, you have your homeboy.
Oh.
But it's just.
But what if
the
me and
sea.
my elephant are just
I would pick-
chilling on land?
Well, then
sperm.
it's a stalemate.
A sperm
But I
whale.
have a gun.
A sperm whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have.
Oh,
Jack-
is there a narwhal Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there?
Narwhals are
No.
so dope.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it called?
Oh.
He ain't
Actually,
gonna.
no, it's not a nice type. There's a Nara
You mean
Pokemon.
Let's-
whale
let's
ward?
get Let's get a
There's
some
definitely a
Google
Nara
search.
Pokemon. I can't
What is
remember
it,
its
Jamie? Jamie?
Jamie, pulling it up.
Pokemon, please.
Pulling it up, Rogan.
I really like that new Pokemon, the Ice Cube or whatever. It's
I
a little
agree. Flamingo
penguin.
is really cool. Oh, what?
He's the penguin with like the ice head.
That's not new.
It's kind of new, isn't
It's
it?
kind of new.
What gen is he from? I thought he's from the newest gen.
He's not. No, definitely not from Scarlet and Violet.
I think his name's
Pokemon.
Ice Cube.
The only thing you're
'Cause I'm pretty
remotely
sure he was
thinking
at
of,
least into
Josh,
Shield.
is Titan from the new game, but I don't really think that's a narwhal. I think that's
mean,
I
just.
mean, they have a
That's the Titan
seal
looks
with
like.
a horn. That's the starter for one of the games.
Huh?
The seal thing with the horn.
That thing doesn't have a horn. Poplio?
No, like it starts with an S. It's like a starter.
Yeah.
Samsalot or something.
What?
Samurai? Samurai?
I don't know.
Black and white?
No, it's not that.
I don't know.
What the fuck that thing is.
Samurai. Yeah, it's black and white. It starts as Oshawott.
I swear, I have an image in my head.
Nope. Nope. There's
It'd be pretty
there's
easy
Dugong.
Make that in your head.
There's Dugong. That's the closest you're probably
I
getting.
can see a narwhal Pokemon.
Dugong.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest, yeah.
But a Dugong is an actual animal apparently. I did not know this.
Really?
You've seen that meme, right? Of like Jessie laying down on her back and Lickitungs in front of her. Have you seen
Okay,
that?
what the hell is what is Oshawott then?
Oshawott?
Yeah, what is?
He's an otter.
He's
Oh,
not.
he's an otter. I meant an otter with a horn.
Yeah, Oshawott, Dewott, and Samurott. And Samurrott's trash.
Samurott. See, I was not that far from the Pokemon.
Samurott is just. I don't understand why that's the final
Yeah, I'm
evolution.
not kind of
Dewott is sick. He's like a ninja
Duat
otter.
is sick.
But see, I was kind of.
He's not a ninja otter. He's a samurai otter.
No, he's not a samurai until he becomes Samurott.
No.
But he is a
He
samurai.
wields two swords.
He just,
One sword and two swords.
yeah.
Whatever.
What?
He's
What?
supposed to be a samurai.
No, but literally the next one's a fucking ninja frog. Why would they have a ninja otter and then a ninja frog?
Greninja.
And then they got a cool archer.
And then they have a pro wrestler fucking cat.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
Incineroar.
Incineroar. Incineroar is so cool. I think Smash made him
Big
cooler.
Right owl. Some owls would not be cool.
A barn owl.
Big barn owl would be cool.
Yeah.
A flamingo.
A bald ego would actually
That's
go
a thing.
pretty hard as a Pokemon too.
Oh,
That's definitely a
actually,
Pokemon.
one of
No,
my
it is a
nightmare.
yeah,
Yeah.
they literally just made a flamingo in the new game. And they just took
Didn't
out
they already have
fucking,
one? No?
One letter.
In Pokemon, no.
Really?
Huh?
Oh shit! I thought they
What?
been had a flamingo.
No, but now they do, and
They
it's
do,
called
and
Flamigo.
It's just a flamingo.
That's crazy.
Flamigo.
Flamigo.
That's his name, Flamigo, and he's
Just a flamingo.
just a flamingo.
It might be the laziest design I've seen.
Okay, and a pick for me. This is my utter nightmare fuel. It's called the Giant Golden Crowned Flying Fox. It's the world's largest bat. This thing is nightmare fuel.
Show it, bro. I want to see it.
Click that image. Bro.
I know, I tried, but Google wouldn't.
Go to images.
I don't like how big it is.
It's huge.
Go to the images.
like that.
That's a what?
That's a bat.
No shot.
It's the
Where does it live at?
bat. It's called. I don't know.
That's
Probably
that's
Australia.
That's a creepy pasta.
That's what it is compared to humans.
It's huge.
That's Jeepers Creepers, bro. Literally.
Yeah, it kind of looks like him.
Oh my god, it's terrifying. What would you do if this thing pulled up on you?
Yeah, see that?
Die.
Die! Look at that thing!
Holy shit! Its legs.
It's terrifying. It's nightmare fuel. No wonder
I didn't know
Batman
there was a.
scared of
I didn't know
these
there was
They're
a bat that was
endangered.
almost the
How?
size of a bear.
How, bro? That's literally
Because if I saw one, I would pull out an incineration.
bro. That's
gun and
Nargacuga from.
why, 'cause they're
That's
fucking-
literally Nargacuga from Monster Hunter, bro.
It is.
In real life, bro.
They're too big, so they hunt them.
It's.
I would also kill it because I would think Jeepers Creepers is real. If I saw that thing and didn't now know what it
You
is,
saw that flying over
you would think that's the Mothman or Jeepers Creepers or some shit. You would think that it is an actual fucking
I would.
crazy shit.
That is wild.
I would think that thing's a skinwalker coming after me finally, bro.
A red panda would be cool.
Oh, they
Is
are
Pokemon-
adorable.
That's not. Is that a Pokemon?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's
there's a
gotta
red
be.
panda.
Yeah. Look it up.
They only have the bears that they already have. They have the koala, the grizzly,
They have panda.
the panda, and then the polar bear.
They have stuff that
They have
looks like a
Teddy
red
Ursa.
Panda, right?
That's a
Look up red
grizzly.
panda Pokemon.
They're
I
from
said
the
Ursaring.
Philippines. From the Philippines.
Type in red panda.
Fuck the
Pokemon.
I
Philippines because
wanted
of
to
that.
go to the Philippines until I looked that up just a second ago. That's crazy. Thanks for ruining
Oh.
one of my vacation
Yeah,
destinations.
Oh,
I wanted to go to
There
Australia.
is
so I
one
saw
now. Yeah, it's the one that
fields
hugs
covered in
from
snow.
Team. It's the baby one from.
Australian do? No, thank you.
It's this one.
Yeah, that.
Not-
That counts as a red panda.
This is the only Pokemon that pops up as red panda
Oh,
like.
it kind of is though.
Yeah,
Josh almost debated himself out of what he said.
that's because it doesn't
We're back to
have.
the
It
him
doesn't have the.
describing
shit.
show
Yeah.
over again.
Oh, I love just gaslighting him into believing in himself and then being like, I never believed that shit, dude. And then I was like, yeah, I know.
I thought that was something else.
Oh,
Also,
right.
I don't think I ever got my ruler back. After handing it to him as a presentation device.
Ruler.
I handed you guys a ruler that
We had
night.
a whole thing where I said,
Oh, that's-
give the.
It's got to be in your room or
It's in
something.
here, wasn't it?
No, it's a
No,
no.
it was in your room when
For the
we were-
tapestry.
We were looking at the tapestry, and I told Nathan to give.
And I gave Nathan the ruler or whatever so he could start pointing shit
Oh,
out.
my desk.
Make it a hot anime girl.
Like,
He did.
I need that for measurements, bro.
He did. It was impressive.
I don't know.
I'm that guy.
It's also very good when I'm trying.
I think that's it.
I think we are good. I think we talked about a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go get Cinnabon Cinnapockets from Sheets after this. Fire. I was Will Young Mayo, the greatest
I was
rapper who has never rapped
Nathan.
Who doesn't exist?
Yeah.
yet. No, I do have a SoundCloud. Just haven't made songs yet.
Can you keep it that way?
No.
You're keeping that one.
What if they go hard?
But what if
they don't?
You know, I'm expecting that they don't, and everyone is expecting that. But what if they somehow do?
Then you got really lucky.
And would you blast my songs on your way to work if they go hard?
It depends.
If it goes
It
incredibly
has to go
hard, I
incredibly
would
hard.
recommend you to a friend.
Like if it gets like,
You somehow become the next Post Malone.
oh no, my goal would be the next Young Gravy, not Post
Be
Malone.
like younger.
But you not.
You cannot. You do not have that
You don't got
voice.
that. You don't
No.
got that level of riz.
But it's that
dude.
style of rap that I would
That
want to do.
Riz is
That riz
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah, he's got riz that not
You
many
gotta
people
be
have.
A lot taller.
Okay, I'm talking about his rapping style, bro, not
You
his.
know there is a rapper called Little Mayo.
Yeah, well, I'm Young Mayo. He's Little Mayo. Just like how there's Duh Baby, Young Baby, Lil Baby.
People have beef,
We're
There
gonna.
is a lot of.
and they go put
babies.
mayonnaise on top of that beef. Make a whole burger.
Yep. I just want to be Young Mayo because I want to collab with. That would be my end goal if it actually started popping off even slightly. Collab in one song with Young Gravy, and then I could say Young Gravy and Young Mayo drop the beat together.
Drop the beef together. The
And-
most disgusting sauce is what you guys should call it.
Just call the album The Sauce, bro.
Like Pokemon and
Oh,
Infinite
it's
Milk.
terrible.
All right.
One day I'll be selling out stadiums.
You would. You would want that.
I'll be selling out stadiums, guys, in 2026 at the least.
Yep, and I'm going to be a famous supermodel who gets to hook up with every single one of them. Thanks to joining in on things that will never happen.
I will be selling out stadiums. I'll be making millions of dollars for making video games, and I will be selling out stadiums as a pro wrestler as well. Tune into my 3 career
He's
paths.
also going to be president and the first man on Mars.
That too.
The only man on Mars.
We're going to send him there alone.
Sacrifice.
Just to test it out.
Just test it out.
See, can we get a man there? Not worried about bringing him back.
There is no bringing him back.
One-way
Sent
ticket.
him there for a reason.
All right, boners. This has been Boneheads. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.